Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk with the Morning Kickoff. I am your host, Tony, aka Low Tone Tony. All right. Feleipe Franks is making Carolina answer a big question whether he is their fourth or fifth tight end. He has become a legitimate tight end option, and Dave Canales had called him one of the league's top special team players. But Darren Waller is officially in the building. Tavion Sanders has real NFL production, and this room has more players than roster spots. So here's today's debate. Is Feleipe Franks too useful to cut, or does Carolina need to prioritize the tight ends with the clearest offensive roles? So we're gonna bring up my boy Poppin. He's gonna start us off. What's going on, Poppin?
What's going on, man? Good
Ain't
morning,
nothing much. Ain't nothing to
Sports
it.
Talk. Good morning,
Yes, sir.
America.
So, chat, I'm gonna ask y'all a question real quick. Would you keep Franks for his versatility, or keep the better pure tight end? All right. Would you keep Franks for the versatility, or keep the better pure tight end? That's the question for the chat this morning. All right. So do not leave this conversation at Franks made a nice play in practice, because later in the show we are getting specific about Tavion Sanders. Does Darren Waller's arrival reduce Sanders' opportunity, or can it actually help him become a more complete tight end? Then in the second half, we're going beyond the catches. We're breaking down the 5 jobs that decide whether Carolina keeps 3, 4, or even possibly 5 tight ends, and why special teams could be the tiebreaker. So stay with me, because this is not just about who makes the roster. It is about how Carolina builds an offense that can run, protect, create matchups, and avoid becoming predictable. So chat, give me your answer. How many tight ends should the Panthers keep? 3, 4, or 5? All right. Let's start with the player making the roster math the hardest. Let's start with good old Feleipe Franks. All right. So, facts first, Franks entered the NFL as a quarterback, then developed into a tight end while establishing himself as a major special teams contributor. In his previous Panthers season, Franks played 68% of Carolina's special teams snaps and made 10 tackles. During a Jaguar joint practice, he made a notable catch and touchdown play. Carolina staff has publicly praised his continued receiving development. Dave Canales also said Frank's special teams value can affect roster decisions at other positions. So Darren Waller was officially signed to the active roster on August 17th, adding a veteran receiving option to a crowded room that included Frank Sanders, Tommy Tremble, Mitchell Evans, James Mitchell, and Caden Prescorn. So the context is Frank does not need to become Carolina's best pure tight end to make the team. He needs to prove that his combined value is greater than the roster spot he would take from another position. His special team role gives him a floor. His blocking, receiving, alignment discipline, and ability to execute in real offensive personnel packages determine whether he has a meaningful ceiling. So, Papa, my first question to you, my friend, is Feleipe Franks too valuable to cut, or does Carolina still go with the clearest tight end roles? What say you, my friend?
Oh, good old flipping Felipe. Man, what a great story. I love an underdog story.
Yes,
Um,
sir. Yes, sir.
I don't know if he's too valuable not to be cut. Um, man, I mean, if all the stars are lining up, he'll be here. But I, I'm gonna tell you, let's start off with the good stuff. I like his energy. Um, I like that he's a dog. I mean, when I keep hearing that, what I'm saying, he's getting into it with this person, that person, it don't matter.
Yeah.
If you line up on the opposite side of him, he don't like you at that moment. That's what I like.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
we've been trying to find that person with that energy, that person with the ish. That's Felipe. Felipe,
Yeah.
he ain't coming to play. And you've seen it in his highlights that he does a little showboating. We need that swagger back. on this team because everybody else is squares.
Already.
Um,
Already.
but he's in a hard predicament. Because I would say he possibly could have had a chance of making his team. And this might sound like a hot take, and I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I don't think he makes it. I don't.
Wow.
I don't
That's how
think he
you
makes
feel,
it.
Poppy? You
I'm
gotta talk to me. Talk
well.
to me.
When they went and got Darren
Darren
it,
Waller.
Darren Waller,
Yeah.
it pushed the needle so far with picking him up because now he's number 2, right? You know he ain't played a single snap and is already on the roster as number 2. So that means a person that we're not talking about today, but I'm gonna bring him up in this hot take is Bryson Tremaine. Now you got Bryson Tremaine, who is also a special
Mm-hmm.
team ace, fighting with Feleipe Franks. Well, then once you bring Darren in, who plays tight end, who you can also use as a wide receiver, right? Or a tight end, because if you go
Mm-hmm.
back, Canales said, well, when we had um um oh God, why he slipped my mind. The our wide receiver that we lost. Um Dang it.
Oh, Chris Brazel.
When he said, well, we was gonna use Chris Brazel in this role, somebody who could take the top off. But now that we got Waller, uh um we can use him in that way to take the top off, which means it'll take some of the heat off of T Mac or XL or Coker. Well, and then you can put
Right.
T Mac in the slot or wherever you want to put him at, right? Well, you're not putting Feleipe or Bryson Tremaine in that situation. They don't have the same athletic ability. And that's why Darren is such a dual threat in this offense because he could play tight end or wide receiver. So where does that leave Bryson Tremaine and Feleipe? That means somebody got to step up.
But they in two different rooms though.
Are they?
We talking about we talking about the tight end room.
I know.
We talking about
I
the tight
know.
end room. So you got six tight ends. So I firmly believe that Tommy Tremble and Mitchell Evans are positions are solid, right? So
Right.
then you have to bring in Darren Waller. We know Darren Waller is arguably right now the best pass catching tight end that we have. So I figure him to be in that mix. So that's 3 right there. So if you do keep 4, this is where the conversation comes in about Feleipe Franks, Jatavion Sanders,
Hmm.
Caden Prescorn, James Mitchell. So you got 4 players that's vying for that last tight end spot. If that's a big if, we do decide to keep 4, right? So
Right.
I could pretty much eliminate James Mitchell, and I could pretty much eliminate Caden Prescorn. Those 2 I feel like I can eliminate. So therefore, it leaves you with Feleipe Franks and uh Jatavion Sanders. So that's why they are the subject, they are the topic of discussion today.
Right.
So yeah, so when it comes down to just those 2, that's why I think the Panthers are going to have to make a decision about who's more valuable to the 53-man roster, given that neither one of them probably are going to be in the top 3. So who brings more value to you as the 4th tight end? That's the question right there. Pop in.
Yeah, and that's why I was doing my whole circular roundabout of who doing what, where they're doing what, how they're important. That's why I threw in Bryson Tremaine because he's a special team ace. Even though he's not a tight end, he's still a big body.
Mm-hmm.
6'5", 200 something pounds. He's been a special team ace too as well. Feleipe Frank's been on the practice squad. Has been with us for a while, but I I haven't seen him do anything in the preseason yet. Um, I honestly, I mean, I know we're not talking about James Mitchell, but I've seen him perform He's preseason, looks good. But as far as value, that's gonna be a hard decision. I mean, ooh, I don't know. We got this is
Well,
the
well,
most
look at.
interesting room.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
This is the most interesting room by far when it comes to all the other rooms. Um, if I have to choose between Felipe, I just wish I've seen more on the field from Felipe. So, um, hmm, I don't think
He,
I
he-
still think Felipe getting cut. I'm gonna stick. I'm gonna stand on that.
well, so like I was just saying about the um the value that you would bring to the team as a uh as a tight end if Papa, turn your volume down a little bit because I hear the
Okay, okay,
reverb.
okay.
Yeah.
How's that?
Um. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
All right.
Even if the Carolina decided to keep a fourth tight end, you have to remember what Feleipe Franks' value is to the team. I mean, he was initially brought in because of his special teams play. That means
Right.
something. So whether you got him on one side playing gunner and you got Bryson Tremaine, okay, now you got your two gunners are set. So he looks to be has worked on his receiving skills, so that brings value. And believe it or not, he can be your emergency third quarterback if Carolina only chose to keep two. See, a lot
That's
of people
true.
don't think about that. Not a lot of people. Hey, Feleipe Franks was a quarterback first at the
Right.
University of Florida. He you know what I'm saying? He signed, I think he signed as an undrafted free agent,
Right.
if I'm not mistaken, as a quarterback. Didn't work out, made the switch to tight end because he did have the size. But if you needed him to play quarterback in the pinch, he has value that way. So he has value three different ways.
Yeah, he ain't throwing no football. I'm gonna tell you that now. He ain't doing that. That was a good one. So hey, let me try
I'm
this
just
one
saying.
on Fasad. Let me throw, I know you probably ain't thought about this one. Um, but I think there's another person that threatened Felipe job too. And he don't play on
Mm-hmm.
offense. But I think Kuwas threatened his job as well. And Bryson Tremaine, even though I know Bryson Tremaine ain't a tight end. But he plays
Cool
special
watch,
teams.
cool watch, cool watch
He
threatens
plays
whose job?
any of the special team Masons. I think he threatens their job as
Oh.
well because he plays defense and linebacker and special
Mm-hmm.
teams. So just saying, like that's just to me, that's just another guy that threatens one of any no that guy threatens any of the guys on this special teams room making the roster.
Yeah.
I mean, I know like I said, that might be far fetched for some people to think of, but uh he's Felipe got to show something on the field. That's his only strike against him. I haven't seen him on the field to do anything. All that practicing and stuff, cool. And I know that the coaches are able to put the eyes on him a little bit better, but real game time, I haven't seen anything to actually
Okay.
push him above anybody.
I mean, and that's fair, and that is fair. I can't say that. So on the graphic that I have on the screen, Felipe Franks, what job does he win? Special teams value. Last time he was with Carolina, he played 68% of the special team snaps. He had 10 tackles last season with the Falcons. His growth as a tight end, his routes and alignment, receiving development. As I mentioned, he started out as a quarterback, so he's probably still developing into a more solid tight end role. Okay, emergency flexibility, quarterback background, like I just mentioned, he could be that emergency quarterback, third quarterback that creates an extra roster spot if you don't keep three quarterbacks. All right, as roster flexibility with that, and his 53-man impact. I do believe that he will affect other roster rooms. He's more than just tight end depth, like we said. special teams, the emergency quarterback QB3. So that just plays into his versatility, his importance. If he goes out today or tonight and have a game that matches what the coaches have seen in practice thus far, I think that does a pretty solid. I think that puts him in a pretty solid position to possibly make this team as the fourth tight end. Because even though he may not get as many reps or hardly any reps at the tight end position, we would definitely see him on special teams. And quite frankly, so when we talk about keeping that fourth tight end, whether it be him or Jatavion Sanders, let's just talk about Jatavion Sanders. Well, we'll get to Jatavion Sanders in the in the second half, but yeah, I just like his versatility, man. I like his versatility.
Yeah.
If his development has really caught up with him by him being a prior quarterback, and he's looking more and more like an established tight end, and he could play a role for you at the tight end position. That may speaks volume over whether or not that you keep Jatavion Sanders. Because let's just keep it a bean. Jatavion Sanders ain't looked the same ever since that neck injury. You know what I'm saying? He has not looked the same. He doesn't really bring you value when it comes to blocking. That's number one. He doesn't play special teams, right? And if you are the third, maybe possible fourth tight end on the team, what value are you bringing? So when you compare the value between Feleipe Franks and Jatavion Sanders, who has the bigger upside, right?
Right. Yeah. I mean, he has a
Yeah.
strong case of why he should make this team because of everything that he has to offer. Um, what do you feel about his blocking? I haven't really paid attention about his blocking. Do you think he can block? Have you seen it on video? Have they tried to use
Yeah.
him as blocking? I haven't really seen it
Yeah.
or paid attention, to know if he's a
I
good blocker or
yeah.
not.
He's a good blocker. He's a good blocker. He's a willing blocker. He don't mind getting his hands dirty. He don't mind throwing his body into the mix. I mean, like I said, as far as developing, I mean that goes along with everything else with the tight end position. Not only his hands, but his blocking as well. But I could tell you from what I've seen, he definitely looks like a better blocker than Jatavion Sanders, and it's not even close in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Feleipe Franks can be somewhat of a hothead. So
Oh,
if you
hmm
can keep him under control from that aspect and have him utilize that anger and emotion, with his physical play, as opposed to being rude or getting personal fouls and all this kind of stuff, then yeah, I definitely think you have something with him. What you think?
I think it's a hard transition and I mean from a mental aspect when I'm saying this. I think it's a hard transition from going to being hit to being a hitter. That
Hmm.
balance of taking a hit and then applying that same type of pain to somebody else, it's a switch that you got to have on and off. But hey, that's part of the game. You know, you got to be able to switch
Yeah,
it on and off. He does have to control his emotions, but that's what I like about him. I like the fact that he's a ticking time bomb. You just not going to sit
yeah,
here and bully me or do something and get away with it. Think I'm not going to get my lick back. We need those type of players here. When I
yeah.
started out, he brings it,
But
but you
you
can't
don't
cause us
need
to
it to
lose a
the
game
point.
though. Right.
Thank you. Okay,
Yeah, he
thank
got
you.
to have
I'm
emotional
glad you said that.
intelligence. Yeah, he got to have
Right.
emotional intelligence when doing it. Because you can't risk
Hurting
us
the team.
hurting the team. But
Yeah.
as far as that dog, yeah, he
Oh
him
yeah.
him and
Definitely
him
want that
and
dog in him.
him and Darren are the dogs in that tight end room. I don't know about the other guys. Man. I don't see that
Him
in
and
them.
him and Darren Waller.
Yeah, him and Darren Waller are the dogs in that tight end room.
So you mean to tell me you honestly don't think Tommy Tremble got that dog in him? Come on now.
Yeah, he got a little bite. He got a little bite on him.
Nah,
And, yeah,
ain't no little bite.
yeah. But he he
Nah,
a, he a
I ain't
hurt
gonna let you
he a,
do him like that.
he a hurt dog. He gonna bite you, but he a hurt
Oh
dog,
my
man.
god.
I've always said Tommy Tremble was a fullback. I ain't never thought of him as a tight end, but that's just me. You know what I mean?
As a
I didn't.
fullback? Hmm.
I didn't want to resign Tommy Tremble.
Hmm.
I thought it was. I just didn't. I didn't like him.
I get you.
I'm still not crazy about him either. Um,
Well, I would say this. Who at that time of Tommy Tremble being re-signed, who else in that tight end room was better than him?
um, it
Who else in that tight end room was better than Tommy Tremble at the time he resigned? Now, this was
probably
just
no,
2 years
pr-
ago.
probably nobody, but I wouldn't have cared
Okay.
because I just draft somebody else. I don't. What Tommy Trump was 6'3"?
Yeah, 6'3".
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I want my tight end 6'5", 6'6", somewhere around there. Uh, somewhere around that nature. That's why I said Tommy Tremble to me is a fullback. But hey, tell me in the chat if
Mm.
y'all agree or disagree. But so are you trying to insinuate that JT's out of here, Tony?
Hey, it's looking that way. It's looking that way. If you were to ask me, since you are, it's not looking good for him. It's not looking good for the home team. I can say that because you think, like I said, Tommy. I don't believe this. In my opinion, I don't believe Tommy Tremble or Mitchell Evans is going anywhere. Now you signed Darren Waller. That's 3 tight ends right there. I can honestly put above Jatavion Sanders. Easy. That's easy. That's not even really a debate when it comes to those 3. So now you're talking about Jatavion Sanders and Feleipe Franks, who I believe is going to fight for that 4th tight end spot, and that's a big if we keep 4 tight ends. You know what I'm saying? And when I look at the value, just like we talked about wide receivers in the wide receiver rooms, you can honestly probably say there's at least 3 that we know that's going to make this team. That's XL, T Mac, and Jalen Coker. Those are more likely going to be your top 3 wide receivers, right? So then everybody else got to have some type of value that they could bring to the team. It's the same thing with the tight end position. Outside of those top 3 that I just mentioned, in my opinion, who the top 3, you got to bring some type of value. And right now, I think Feleipe Franks brings more value than Jatavion Sanders. Yes, I believe that.
I
What
would
do
I
you
would
believe?
I would have to agree that he definitely brings more value because I'm not on the quarterback tree. I ain't on that one. He can keep that quarterback, and they ain't gonna let nobody come in unless I mean, but I understand if it goes down. You know, I mean, they might put Coker out there to throw a ball before they let him throw, but I don't know. But yes, I think he does have more value as far as what he has to offer this team than JT. That is definitely uh, true. JT got to find his confidence. I'm not sure if they're willing to give up on him, even though they went and got him with a 3rd round pick, the 3rd or 4th. I think it's the 3rd round
Who's
pick.
that?
JT Sanders.
Jatavion Sanders?
When Tavion
Yeah,
Sanders was junior.
I think it was a third or 4th round pick. I can't remember right off the
I'm
top of my
not.
head, but it was one of those 2. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a tricky situation as far as roster. I know we're not breaking down the whole roster, but things can subject to change. Um, but like I said, the only strike against Felipe is that game tape. That game tape.
Hmm.
But that's from a fan perspective. From a
Right.
fan perspective, the
Right.
game tape. I ain't seen nothing on tape for game. But what he doing in
Okay.
practice, it seems like he's going ham in practice.
Okay. All right. Hey, Nick, I just dropped the link, man. If you want to hit the link and come up, even though we ain't talking about wide receivers, he already talking about coca this, coca that.
Oh Lord,
Oh Lord,
leave that coke
it's
alone,
gonna
Nick.
be it's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day. All right, but so my first question to you, Poppin.
Mm-hmm.
Well, before I even get to that, let me ask you this question: What would you need to see from Feleipe Franks in tonight's game against the Jaguars that would change your mind?
Well,
And
let me say this.
King James
Mhm.
said Sanders was a third rounder. He was a third rounder. Okay, appreciate
Okay,
that, King James.
King.
Go ahead.
Uh, let me say this. I'm not against Felipe Franks making the team. I think you need somebody that brings that spark on the field, no matter what position they play. And he's a fire starter, and that's what I like because we ain't got that on offense. Um, so whatever he's doing in practice, them highlights that we seeing, that swag he's bringing, bring that to the preseason game. Put on a show, dominate. Uh, uh, hey, if you got a block your ass off. Not one of these linebackers over. I mean, do whatever it takes to make it hard for a good old Panther fan like me. So, cause I'll bat for you. Like, man, where in hell you can cut that boy. Yeah, yeah. Put it
Yeah.
on out there. And now you're making it harder on the staff, the coaching staff, because they're like, man, you see what he did? If he brings it like this for 17 weeks, man, we might have a jewel. This might be what we really been missing. You're not gonna be
But
able to, you know, knock out Warren right now. I mean Waller, but
no,
you
he's
you
not gonna knock
dog,
out Waller. I
but
don't
you
care if he went out and caught for 200
but
yards
you damn
tonight.
sure take
He
out
ain't replacing Darren
Trimble and
Waller.
JT if they ain't acting right. So hey,
Yeah. Well, you know, um, I I believe because he is fighting for that fourth tight end position that he may have shown enough just in practice or in joint practices or training camp or what have you, besides his already known value as a special teamer, because that's the one reason why they say they brought him back, because he is a special team ace. He was a dog for us the first time. He was a dog, in Atlanta. That's one of the reasons why Dave Canales them brought him back. So if you can add to that value by showing that you can possibly be, the fourth tight end, and then also adding value that you can be the emergency quarterback, these are the conversations that Dan, Dave, and Brent Tillis and those guys are going to be having before they make this roster cut down. And the more you can do, like Dave has always said, the more you can do, that increases your value, which helps you to make this 53-man roster. So that's why I go back and say, if Tavion Sanders doesn't bring you any value besides catching the football, and right now you can arguably say it's average or below average. Come on, Poppin. We gotta think logically here.
well, I mean, okay, let's say that, but people could say the same thing about Mitchell too. They were like, well, he doesn't bring us anything blocking
Mm-hmm.
on the offense, but he doesn't bring anything for special teams. He's not a gunner. So I mean, can we say he's all the way clear? And he's already had a little couple nicks too.
Who?
So Mitchell, the other tight end,
Yeah,
not James Mitchell,
I don't.
Mitchell Evans.
Oh, Mitchell Evans. Oh yeah, he good. Mitchell Evans good.
Well, I was
Yeah,
playing devil's advocate. I mean, how
yeah,
much value does
I
he
know, but
bring?
it didn't it didn't hit. It didn't hit. Hey, Logic Q said Carolina may need to use JT Sanders as collateral, draft stock, or bring in another true middle linebacker. Hopefully running back stays healthy. And that's another thing. I appreciate that comment, Q. Hey, that's another thing though. You could possibly trade Jatavion Sanders for a linebacker that we need. What you think about that? What you
Yeah,
think about Tavion Sanders and his trade value?
it ain't that. But I mean, you might be able to get a fourth or a fifth maybe for him because of the injury. I think he's had maybe one surgery,
Mm-hmm.
but outside of that, I mean, you probably can get a fourth or a
Who,
fifth for
who
him.
had? Hold on. You said who has one surgery?
JT Sanders. I think he's had one or two surgeries.
Yeah, but that I think it's one, but that one was a big one. That's
Yeah,
his neck.
I,
Yeah,
I know. That's what I said. One or two surgeries.
yeah.
His ankle one time, I believe, and his neck was another one. So you might, like I said, you might be able to get a fourth or a fifth for him. For a linebacker, I'm taking
Mm-hmm.
it all day. I mean, I'm taking it today, this afternoon, actually, right now, this morning. Yeah, absolutely. That's the,
Hey, Eternal. Eternal says so. If we cut it tight end and Waller on a 1 year deal, pretty much, are we drafting another tight end next year? I have no idea. Who's to say that Waller won't have a extraordinary year for us and play at least 15 games, and the Carolina may be looking to extend them for another year or two. We don't know. It's way too soon. It's way too early to be thinking like that. What you think? What you think, Papa?
yeah, that's too far ahead for me to be thinking about if
Yeah.
we give up JT. Because the thing is, if forget Darren right for 1 second, if Felipe
Mm-hmm.
is bringing you more, then it really doesn't matter if we draft another tight end. Not you can still keep the same tight end room. Tommy Tremble's contract's up after this year. I don't believe he'll be on the roster next year. I don't. I don't. So you'll probably
Okay.
go get somewhere, but it won't be no third round pick. I know. I can tell you that.
Mm. All right.
I,
Okay. All right.
I'm just trying to see if they're gonna really carry four tight ends though.
I mean, yeah. That's the thing. That's the thing. That's what makes cutting the roster down from 90 players that you are the max you are allowed to have in training camp to get down to 53. And then once you get to that 53, there's still going to be other cuts to be made if somebody else cuts or release a player on their roster that you may deem valuable for your roster and you need them on your 53. So just because somebody may make the initial 53, 24, 48 hours later, that spot can be gone. You
That's
know what I'm
true.
saying?
That's true.
There's 31 other chess moves that need to be made that can create an opening for your roster. You know what I'm saying? Or opening on your practice squad. Like just because we see that first initial 53-man roster, I don't want people to get, upset or
Comfortable.
happy,
Yeah.
yeah, or comfortable because that's gonna change.
And that's and
Believe it or
that's the
not.
that's the problem. Like, okay, let's say everybody stays healthy, right? You're making your 53. I don't.
Mhm.
We didn't carry four tight ends last year. We carried JT, Tremble, Mitchell Evans. That was three.
Was
If
that
you
down?
had a
Who you say now? It was Mitchell Trimble.
and Mitchell
No,
Evans,
no, it was Trimble, Mitchell Evans, JT Sanders, and Trimble, Mitchell Evans, JT Sanders, and
that
James
was it.
Mitchell. James
It
Mitchell.
was
James Mitchell was on the practice squad, right?
well, he don't
He
count for the
was he
53.
off and on? Right,
I
right,
I
right.
don't.
I think he was off and on. Okay, I can't remember
So
exactly. But go ahead.
so if that's the case, now you're saying okay, we're gonna carry four. You're adding one more into that room. Who you say? What room is getting hit? I'm curious to hear your opinion. Running back,
Running
cornerback,
back could be a possible. Running back could be now.
safety.
There are some corners. There are some corners that I don't want to see on the roster. I like Caleb Evans. I don't want to see him on the roster. You know what I'm
He's not
saying?
making it.
Um, yeah. Running back room, they probably won't carry no more than three. I don't see them carrying 4. AJ Dillon doesn't offer you anything in special teams. How much do you value Trevor Achan in special teams? Is that something that is that a role that Jimmy Horn can take over? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know, so I mean, I don't know right now. I don't know right now. It's too early. We got 2 more preseason games to go. I'm gonna wait until the end before they make the final roster cut to say who I think would make the 53-man roster. But yeah,
Yeah, because
I don't
you
know.
lose somebody. You lose somebody somewhere carried for a tight end.
Yeah, you may carry 8 offensive linemen instead of 9.
Like, they better carry 9.
Yeah.
The 2 of them, but uh,
I'm just saying, the inside linebacker room, you may only need to carry 4 instead of 5 or 6. Because I think last year we only carried 4. Last year we only carried 4. The edge rushers room is deep right now. I think there's like 6 on the practice squad right now. Hold on, I got it somewhere.
so
I got it somewhere, and
you got
I meant to pull
Gibson,
it up for today's
Hall,
show.
Patrick. You got Presley, um, Nkoon. Is Nkoon out? I like Nkoon
Hold
actually,
on. Yeah,
but
I
yeah,
like Thomas Incoom, but hold on, but then you talking about Cam Gill.
Cam
So who you
Gill.
keeping? Who you keeping? Cam Gill or you keeping Thomas Incoom?
Um, how old is Cam Gill?
He's relatively young. He's relatively young.
Mm. Gibson's been doing good too. That's a hard decision.
Yeah. So you can imagine we sit here racking our brains out and we ain't even got to make these decisions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
And Gerald Wright, he said tonight's game will answer a lot of these questions. Hopefully, you're right.
What?
Tonight's game, and next week's game, because a lot of those guys that are fighting for these last roster spots, their last chance to make a team, to make a last impression. You know, they got 2 more games to do it. They definitely got 2 more games to do it. And it definitely starts with tonight. Well, I mean, it really started last week. You know what I'm saying? Or the week prior in the Hall of Fame game, especially for those one that's trying to make the roster, right? So right now, yeah, the middle linebacker room, they got 7. We got 7 on
Hey,
the depth chart right now.
can you tell me who they are?
Devin Lloyd, Trayvon Wallace, Claudia Shirellis, Bam Martin Scott, Jackson Kuwatch, May, not John
You,
Meta, and
that's it right there.
Maz Mawanza.
Once you got the coup watch, that's your linebacker room right there, y'all. The rest of them
Okay,
cut. The rest of
rest
them cut.
okay. All right.
Coup watch has made this team. I've been watching him. He's made this team.
So the edge rushers, you got Pat Jones, Jalen Phillips, Princely, Travis Gibson, Thomas Nkoon, Jeremiah Moon, and Cam
Cut.
Gill. Actually, Cam Gill is number 4 on the depth chart on one side, on Pat Jones' side. He's behind Thomas Nkoum and Travis Gibson. That's how they have him listed on the depth chart right now. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's
There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6 running backs on the roster right now. Safety. There's 6 safeties. Now this is interesting. You know, Trayvon Moore, Nick Scott, Zakee Wheatley, Lathan Ransom, Isaiah Simmons, and Damani Richardson. What you doing there?
Demar,
Isaiah Simmons got special team value. You gonna cut
yeah,
him?
Demar Richardson probably cut. I think he carried 5
Okay.
safeties.
Okay. All right.
Um,
Cornerbacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 11 cornerbacks. You probably ain't gonna carry no more than 5, maybe 6
yeah,
cornerbacks.
we already know who's gonna be in the
Yeah.
cornerback room. That room's already solidified. We already know
Yeah.
who they are.
But Tyreek Thunderbird should have been cut after the Hall of Fame game. I don't know why he's still on the team.
Don't
Caleb
worry,
Evans,
he
he
might
should
be.
be right along with him.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah. There's like listen, I don't envy these coaches, these GMs, none of these guys when it comes to making these decisions, because they not only are doing things that are in the betterment for the team, they're also crushing a lot of dreams, a lot of hopes and dreams of players that are trying to make it in the NFL. And for somebody to knock on your door or give you a call and say, bring your playbook with you, that's the last thing that you want to hear. Somebody say to bring your coach want to see you and bring your playbook with you.
Bring your key fob.
God damn.
Bring your key fob.
Oh, don't even worry about that, because that's already done been cut off. As soon as you exit the building, ain't no getting back in. Getting back in. Yeah. So back to good old Feleipe Franks.
Yeah.
Because I know you say you haven't seen enough about his routes, as a route runner. So I'm not gonna ask that question. Do you believe he can hold up as a blocker with real NFL reps?
Yeah, I think just the way he's wired, that once he make that mistake, he's not gonna let it happen again. I just think he's wired that way. He's like, oh, you got me this time, but next time I'm gonna fix that. So I'm gonna be definitely keeping my eye on him tonight. Definitely him and JT gotta have a good game tonight. But just to stick with him, he has good size, pause. He brings the energy. I know he's been working to get more acclimated as a tight end. I just wish, I really wish I could say more. I just wish there was more on tape for me to go off of. This is kind of like wishing for a hope and a prayer. And so it's so hard to judge him other than just hearing the comments and seeing 1 or 2 highlights of him. Oh, he did this, he did that. It's like, all right. I've heard a lot about a lot of practice warriors.
Yeah. All right. So let me ask you this then. Does his QB background actually matter on game day?
It could. That'd be like, last resort. That means Bryce went down and Haynes King went down. And now you got to throw in Feleipe.
So, hey, chat, I'm going to ask y'all another question real quick. Hold on. Let me go back up because I know some people answered my questions earlier. Let me go back up to the top. And let's see. SC said versatility. I think he was the only one that responded. Yeah, SC said versatility. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't. Okay. Y'all answer this question right here for me. If Carolina keeps Feleipe Franks, which job makes that decision worth it? Will it be special teams, receiving, blocking, or emergency flexibility? Meaning the quarterback, the emergency quarterback. Okay, all right. So if Carolina keeps Franks, which job makes that decision worth it? Special teams, receiving, blocking, or emergency QB? Y'all let me know in the chat, and I would definitely read it. Eternal said, "Man, Franks is a special teamer. It's not complex." Okay, no, it's not. It's not complex. You're right. It's not complex. But when you talking about trying to make possibly the last tight end spot for the 53 man roster, whose value is more important? Will it be Feleipe Franks or Tavion Sanders? So we know Tavion Sanders don't play no special teams. His blocking is pretty much obsolete. We know he's not a good blocker, and his pass catching is average or below average. So those are the options that we're weighing when we talk about value when it comes to that last tight end position. All right, Eternal. See what else he come up with. B. Amos says special teams. All right, B. Amos. Tebow says special teams. S.C. Romaine said special teams. Q says special teams all day, then versatility. All right. Reality B says special teams and then receiving. Tebow said that's why he was brought back here for. Exactly. And Gerald Stick Jones says special teams. All right, fellas. So, popping. Which job makes that decision worth it?
What job makes it worth it?
Special teams, receiving, blocking, or emergency QB?
Well, I mean, since they brought him back for special teams, I mean, we already know that he's good at it. But if I would
Right.
say receiving. If he comes in and gives us good receiving, then it makes it worth it because a lot of people don't pay attention to special teams. And I ain't gonna lie, our special teams hasn't been that great in a while.
That
But if
is true. It has been a minute.
but if he shows us something on the receiving side as well, and is consistent at it, then I would definitely say receiving. Definitely.
Okay. All right. So I've already asked you what he need to show you next tonight in the preseason game. And we kind of touched on this. Well, how much should the special teams weigh in this decision?
Well, I think that how much should it weigh in this decision? It's gonna weigh a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I threw Bryson Tremaine in there because he's a special team ace as well. Uh, it's gonna weigh a lot. I mean, and then you they're not gonna hurt you as far as money and salary and nothing like that. So it really depends on what else can you do outside of Felipe. I mean, outside of Felipe, what else can you do outside of uh, special team? Because if you got that solid, and I think really all they've been waiting on is to see if he can really develop into a tight end. How far along is he that we can actually
Mm-hmm.
count on him? It's really what can you put on, what can you put forward on the offense? That's really what it is. It's nothing else. We already know he's good on special teams. What can
Yeah.
he bring on offense? And that goes down for him. And that's why I see where your argument is when it comes to JT. JT doesn't offer you that. But is Felipe a better tight end on offense than JT? Even though JT has been nicked up, been having the worst of luck when it comes to injuries. And some people
Mm-hmm.
go through that. That's why I don't want to count him all the way out because he might turn it around. And hopefully he'll be able to rip some of the Band-Aids off. But yeah. Is he better? Do you think he's better than JT as a tight end?
I can't like you said. I can't say that because I haven't seen enough of him at the tight end position. So if we just talking about strictly tight end position, I would say JT got it. Just strictly playing tight end because I haven't seen a good enough sample size of Feleipe Franks playing just tight end. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So Logic Q said by having quarterback experience is a big asset, insurance if need be. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And that
See,
will play a factor, even if it never happens, even if they don't need him for emergency QB3, but just because he has the ability to do so, that brings value because you don't know if you will need that one day. You don't know. So it's best, in my opinion, it would be best to have someone that's serviceable, that is serviceable in that role, than not have somebody, especially if somebody that don't know the offense, and now you bringing somebody in off the street or bringing somebody in off somebody else's practice squad, to try to hurry up and learn the offense and play a position for you that they ain't never played for you. But say if it happens in game, who never knows who's your emergency quarterback then. I remember it happened to San Francisco. Was it last year or the year before last?
Year before, I think.
And Christian McCaffrey played quarterback one game. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. That was the game to get them first. They was in the playoff doing that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So we can never say never when it's 17 games on the schedule, and possibly more if you make it to the playoffs. So having that third emergency option, whether he's a quarterback on your roster or not, he is a former quarterback. And I think there's some things he could probably just step in and do for you. I mean, he could be a dual threat for you. He could be a running quarterback for you. Yeah. So
yeah. See, Tom, that's why I'm gonna stay away from that value, because once you go out there, boy, they're gonna be on your ass, right?
Q said, with Feleipe's size and high motor, I could see them experimenting with him on defense at the edge.
What?
Nah, I don't see that one, Q.
What's the logic in that? Where's the logic?
I don't see that one.
Yeah, see, you over congratulating. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, I mean, listen. If you say something that I agree with, I can rock with, cool. If you say something that's that may be a little bit out there, I have the right to whether I want to agree or disagree. Yeah.
Put defensive end.
DCAT said edge. With the
edge.
Reality Beat said, we got enough bad QBs. All right, Reality Beats. All right, man.
Thank you, Reality. But see, they don't know what they're saying.
Q said he's thinking about the possibility of injuries. I get you. I get it. But I think we good. I think we good from an edge standpoint. Even though, like I said, with the edge with the injury right now that cost us Nick Scorton for the season, we still deep in that room. We are still deep in that room. So I think we're good when it comes to that. All right. What's up, D-Cash?
D-Cash.
Eternal said our tight end production was 200. We need our tight ends to focus on getting 700 to 900. All right. I got you on that one, Eternal. That would be nice.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
They got to scheme them up, and they also got to throw them the ball.
Yep. So let's see. Hey, if you are just joining us, this is not simply a tight end debate. Frank's value could change how Carolina builds the bottom of its entire roster. All right. If this is the kind of roster conversation you want, facts first, football context, no hot take, no fake hot takes, hit the like and subscribe to Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk. I just dropped the banner on the screen. Is youtube.com/@UO Sports Talk. I did see some people, maybe you're not subscribed to my channel, but you are watching through Carolina Armchair GM CJ's channel. If you would open up another browser on your desktop, your laptop, your tablet, or your phone, go to youtube.com/@UO Sports Talk. I am here Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. So you may be in the gym, may be doing Pilates, going to work, coming from work, dropping the kids off, whatever the case may be. Early in the morning, if you're just an early bird, listen, I'm here 5 days a week at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, trying to bring you a source of good conversation, some laughter, some football. You know, especially if you're a Panthers fan, let me be that source of entertainment for you. Let me be that source of conversation for you. Let me be that bring that great debate. That things that make you some on your mind. All right. So I appreciate if you would subscribe to the channel. Also, I will drop the QR code at the top. You can scan that QR code, donate to the channel. My daily goal is $25. Again, not trying to pay rent or car note. It's just $25 to the channel, showing your love and support for what the morning kickoff with unbiased opinion bring to you. Okay, I would greatly appreciate that. And if you see my avatar in the chat, you can click on the avatar and it will take you directly to my channel and you can sign up that way. Okay. I greatly appreciate that as well. All right. So I will leave the QR code up there for a minute. And if you do donate to the channel, let me know in the chat so that way I can properly shout you out, because I don't get an automatic alert. So yeah, I don't want you to think that I forgot about you or didn't mention it. So yeah, if you do donate, let me know in the chat. You don't have to be a member of PayPal. All you have to do is click that link, pull out your trusted debit card, and just give what your heart tells you to give. All right. So let's transition. Go ahead. You about to say something, Poppin'?
Yeah, I got one more. Two things I want to ask. One, where did they
Yeah.
have him on the roster? Tight end, what?
Where is it at? 1, 2, 3. Matter of fact, right now they have him tight end 5. They have him behind James Mitchell.
So okay, well, because James Mitchell, he's played in every preseason game. He's been making catches. Other than that dumb call they called the last one with a tight end screen, that was just a stupid call. But
Yeah.
anyway, um, so that means he's gonna be out there with Kyle Trask today.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks that way. Unless
Ooh,
unless they find some reason to put him out there with Kenny Pickett to see what he got.
well, see that can determine a lot whether he gets the ball. Because
Yeah.
Kyle Trask can throw you a pick immediately.
Yes,
Wow.
sir. What
Um,
was your other question?
that was where I was gonna go with it with that, because I was wondering where he was gonna be, what quarterback he was gonna be playing with, and I don't know if you're gonna get much with him playing with Kyle Trask. I just don't. Oh man, that sucks. If it was with Kenny Pickett, he has more of a chance to display a little bit more offensive production. I guess keep your eyes out on him blocking today. It is raining in Charlotte, guys. It is raining, so if they playing here, it's gonna
Yeah,
be
well, they
wet.
in Jacksonville. They in Jacksonville
Oh, they're in
tonight. They're not in
Jacksonville.
Charlotte.
They're in Jackson
Yeah.
and Jackson. Cool.
Yeah, they in Duval County. Yes, sir.
Duval.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. All right.
Okay.
So now we're gonna go ahead and just take to my halftime spotlight, and that is Jatavion Sanders. All right. Good old Jatavion Sanders. So let me give you the facts first. Sanders enters his third NFL season with 62 career receptions for 532 yards and 2 touchdowns. As a rookie in 2024, he led Carolina tight ends with 33 catches for 342 yards. 342 yards and a touchdown. In 2025, he recorded 29 catches for 190 yards and a touchdown in 13 games before a broken ankle into his season late in the year. Sanders is active for 2026 and returns to a room that now includes Darren Waller, whose official signing raises the standard for receiving production and creates a new pecking order question. All right. Sanders has shown he can work as a receiving option, especially on crossers, play action concepts, and underneath throws that help the quarterback stay on schedule. The next step is becoming more complete. If Sanders can improve his blocking, consistency, route detail, situational awareness, and ability to play from multiple alignments, he can complement Waller rather than compete with him for the same job. So my question to you, before I get to the question, Poppin, have 4 things up here on the graphic that's on the screen. Tavion Sanders, what is his best 2026 role? So the offensive upside question, the production to date, we just mentioned 62 carries, 62 career receptions, 532 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns. What he does well, crosses and play action underneath target. The next step, blocking consistency in multiple alignments. So his 2026 role, is he a starter or a tight end 2 in 12 personnel? Is he a mismatch weapon? So my question to you, Poppin, does Darren Waller's arrival limit Jatavion Sanders' role, or does it actually help him grow into a more complete tight end? What say you?
It can do all of that. It definitely. I mean, to me, Darren Waller's number one, but that's just my opinion. He's the number one tight end. I like the fact that well, we ain't talking about Darren Waller, so we'll talk about. I'll get to him later. Um, but he can help JT develop, but he can also stifle him if Waller comes in here and being healthy, then you got a problem on your hands because you're not gonna see the field as much as you should, or you're not gonna get as many opportunities than you would if Darren Waller is just okay. He's just giving you, he's giving you enough production, but he's gonna need to be switched in and out with other players depending on what we're doing and depending on how much gas he got in the tank. So but I do think um I'm not all the way out on JT. Um but
Mm-hmm.
this could help him and hurt him at the same time. Um, it's not that easy to just say, "Oh, he's out." I, that I don't believe that's that's all the way true. But Darren Waller he's pushed everybody to the side. It don't matter who it is. Tommy Trumbull, Mitchell, both Mitchells, they y'all all taking a back seat to him at this point.
Okay. All right. Um, I think, yeah, I believe it could be both. I believe 2 things could be true. Um, Even though one will affect you in a good way, and one would affect you in a negative way. The good way is, you know, if you keep Jatavion Sanders, he has somebody that he can actually learn from when it comes to
Hmm.
being a better pass catching tight end, right? You can definitely learn from him when it comes to that. But at the same time, it can hurt you. It can hurt you if you don't learn anything from him. If what you pick up from him, you don't implement it into your own game or use it in a positive way for your own game. That would if you don't do that, then you're no longer beneficial to the team in a positive way. Because right now, that's only the really true asset that you bring to the team is being a pass catcher. You know, so That's why I say it can be good or it can be bad. Because if Darren Waller comes and just shows out, you know what I'm saying, and basically take your spot as that pass catching tight end, then I mean, then what? I would love it. I would love to see him make the team and become a dual, not a dual threat, but him and Darren Waller become a threat in 12 or 13 personnel when there's two tight ends on the field and say it's third and long and they both leak out for routes. You know, I would love to see that. But I think Jatavion Sanders is fighting for that possible fourth wide receiver spot. I don't think his time in Carolina is as secure as some people may believe. I think he is falling down the pecking order for the simple fact of the presence of a Darren Waller. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel when it comes to Jatavion Sanders, and it's not anything negative or trying to speak negative on him. Though this is just part of the politics of an NFL player when you're in a room and you're not the top one or top two options at that position, right? It's not like it's a wide receiver or a cornerback or linebacker where they keep more than three guys. This is a very limited room, and if you don't, if your value isn't good enough just to keep you within the top three, then you have to have value somewhere else. And as of right now, he doesn't have any special teams value.
You want him
What'd you
out of
say
here,
to that,
don't
Poppy?
you? You want him out of here, don't you?
No,
I was just messing
that ain't
with
what
you.
I said. That ain't what I said. Hey, real quick, shout out to Logic Q 1911 for becoming a YouTube member. I know CJ will be happy about that. I know you're watching through CJ Carolina Armchair GM CJ channel, so I would definitely let him know if he's not listening in this morning. But thank you for your membership. Go ahead. What you get ready to say, Poppin? Something stupid.
No, I definitely. I mean, both of them on the field at the same time. Waller and if JT was
I
like,
can bear you. Okay, go ahead. You sounded low.
oh, okay. I'm trying not to talk too loud because I'm in this
Oh, okay.
Bojangles and I don't want the music getting caught up on your show or any
No,
copyright or
you good.
whatever.
You good. You good.
Uh, but yeah, I mean that would in the perfect world is if you have them in like you said that 13 personnel where they're both out there and you now the defense don't know who to go after. Oh man,
Mm-hmm.
it's tough slating, man. It's tough slaying.
Yeah.
Hard situation.
These are the questions. These are the questions that the powers to be, starting with your head coach, starting with your GM. These are the decisions that's going to have to be made in a couple of weeks, and it's not going to be easy.
Let me
Not
ask
gonna
you
be
this,
easy.
Tony.
I'm just trying to help them get ahead of the curve when it comes to discussing it. Go ahead. Go
Do you
ahead,
think
Poppy.
the Panthers mismanaged JT? And the reason why I asked that is because one year they had him come in at one weight, then the next year they tell him to come in lighter, and then he gets hurt again. Do you think that's a mismanagement with him as well?
I can't. So you're not the first person I heard say that, and I don't ever recall or remember anyone saying that he needed to drop weight. He was only like 255. So how much weight did he need to drop? I think that was a hit. That was a him decision wanting to get into better football shape. I don't think the Panthers asked him to drop weight because he wasn't overweight. I never understood that when I hear people say that. Like, it ain't like he came in 275, 280 pounds. I mean, he was like 255 at the most. So I don't,
I,
yeah,
I,
I don't. I don't think the Panthers asked him to drop down to 235, 240.
Yeah, I think I seen that somewhere where I think I heard one of the coaches talking about his weight, and I think that's where all
Mm-hmm.
that spiraled from. What plan they had for him coming into the next year. Uh, so and then I guess it also doesn't help when you hear the coaching staff when they have their pressers once everybody gets in, they're like, oh yeah, he came in lighter, he's looking in better shape.
Yeah.
That makes it kind of make me think that you agree with that, like that was something y'all put into place, before the season, in the off
Yeah.
season.
I okay. So yeah, I can get I get where people may take that, assume that or whatever. I'm just saying I just never heard that the Panthers asked him to drop weight. 'Cause that to me that would be contradictive to what they want in a tight end based on the scheme that they run. I mean, I know that Tommy Trimble is like around 240, 245, but he plays bigger than his weight when it comes to, comes to blocking and things of that nature. Um like I said, Tavion wasn't no bigger than like 250, 255. So for them to say, yeah, we need you to come in lighter, I don't believe that was the case. And plus, I never heard that they asked him to do that.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So let me ask you this,
Mm-hmm.
Poppin. Is Jatavion Sanders a move tight end or inline guy? So is he more of a detached guy or inline guy, meaning he's on the line of scrimmage as a blocker? Let me say that.
As a blocker, he's not the best blocker. Does he try? Yes, he tries. I think he's a move tight end. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
that's just not his thing. That's what he needs to develop outside of staying healthy. That would
Mm-hmm.
bring more value to the team. I didn't want him coming in lighter. I wanted him to get bigger. Pause. I want him to get bigger, stronger, so that way that he can have more of be more of a force out there. But that's why I don't really like 6'3" type of tight ends, because to me, I mean, there's some good ones, but you got to come with a lot of other things too. Um, yeah, yeah, I would say he's a tight end. You move around. He's a weapon.
Okay.
He's a weapon. He's
Is
definitely a
he?
weapon if you use him correctly.
Now
He could.
what whoa. Now what do you mean by that? What do you mean use him correctly?
Well, I mean,
You don't think the Panthers have attempted to use him correctly? Is that what you're saying, Poppin?
I
Is
think
that what you're trying to throw out there in the ether?
I mean, I don't know if I had to throw it out there. I think it's out there already. I think we don't use our tight ends that often when it comes to our offensive scheme, except unless you just want them to block. I mean, you know, I
Mm-hmm.
don't think they actually. I mean, Dave Canales has been called out about it. He got a little frustrated, got a little zesty, if I may say, about the tight end room, complaining about they don't feel like they're really used in the offensive scheme as a weapon. And he's like, no, that's not true. We do use them. However he says it. And
Yeah.
so it's been documented. So it's not just him. But and that's one of the problems that I do have with Canales is using your personnel correctly. So far, it looks like Brad Isaac knows how to use tight ends. So maybe we have to change of ties. But he's a weapon.
Okay.
He got great hands. Pause. Mhm.
Yeah, it's a lot of pausing when it comes to Jatavion Sanders from you, popping. What's happening?
I don't know. I have nothing.
Okay. Okay. I think that's a good question. What does Jatavion Sanders need to fix as a blocker? We've already mentioned how good of a pass catcher he is. You know, Papa, you highlighted how big his hands is. Pause.
Mm-hmm.
What does he need to fix as a blocker?
His base. He's not strong enough. It's going to take him a whole nother offseason to get that corrected because he's too light. Too light in the air. In my opinion, it's too light. I mean, you're until XL came in this year, y'all weren't that far off as far as weight and size. And I'm just saying, like, honestly, y'all ain't that much different. You're a tight end. You have to be a hell of a rock out there because you're doing so much. And he's light. So if you're only going to use him like that, that means you're coming off the field because sometimes we don't need you. So his base, he don't have a strong base. He's not that strong. He's not that powerful. He's not moving anybody. Like I said, I think he needs a whole off season to put on another 15 pounds, and it needs to be strong, heavy weight so that he doesn't get overpowered. I'm seeing cornerbacks overpower him. Cornerbacks on a tight end? That's absurd.
Yeah,
but I've seen it.
That's crazy work.
I've seen it.
That's crazy work.
Now, did he try? Oh yeah, he tried, but he looked terrible at doing it too. Getting your ass bust by a cornerback. Come on now.
Yeah. So when you just said all that you just said, how does it bode well for him in that fourth tight end spot?
I mean, he might need to get him some knee pads.
Stop it. Cut it out, man. Cut it out. Cut it out, dog.
I don't think he's out of here, but and you know what? Because you said it, and because Logic said it, he might be a guy and later on in the season that may be traded. Seriously. He's got to work his ass off.
At the end of the season or before the season?
In the middle of the season. You know how everybody do. Yeah. He might be out of here. I think he'll make it, but he on thin ice. He running on wet turf. Put it like that. Ain't gonna end well.
He said wet turf. Okay. Damn. Reality B said pause on the knee pads. Oh. Big Walt said not big or powerful, not really fast or athletic. He's not. Mute your mic, Pop. I don't know what you're doing. He's not a special teamer. What value does he hold? That's what I've been saying, Mr. Big Walt. That's what I've been asking for the past hour and 20 minutes. You know, Popping want to dance all around, you know, what's really in front of him. You know, so listen, I've been asking that same question. D-Cash said Tony the rookie was going crazy in that Texans game last night. Who you talking about, D-Cash? Oh, the rookies. Okay. The rookies, they were making plays. Yeah, I didn't watch that game. I just saw some of the highlights while I was eating breakfast this morning. But yeah. Logic Q said, I'll say trade him today. Hey, something. Trade him now. Whatever trade value he may have before another serious injury. Trade him while you can, man. That's what I say. If you are the number 4 tight end, I think there's 3 that's already established. If he was like number 2 or number 3, then I would feel differently, where my stance is, But right now, I don't see him being in the top 3, not with the recent signing of Darren Waller, and I don't put him ahead of Mitchell Evans or Tommy Tremble right now. So yeah, Q, I definitely agree with you when it comes to that. And H. Fish said, "LOL." Go ahead, Papa.
Tommy Tremble ain't beating him by much. Ain't by much.
Why not? He hold on. First of all, let me just count the ways. He's tougher than JT. No. Because you made the comment that you just made, and so I'm going to rebut that comment and say he's tougher than JT. He's a much better blocker. That's not even in question right now. I think Tommy Tremble runs better routes than JT, and it ain't really that much difference between the two when it comes to hands. So,
that's what I said. Tommy Tremble ain't got about much. That's all I said. He ain't got about much.
No, he got. He got him. He got him.
What he offered on special teams, Tony?
Yeah.
On his special teams talk.
Who?
What Tommy provide on special teams?
Well, we're not talking about Tommy and special teams because his value is deeper than special teams, and you and I know that. Don't try to alter the conversation. Yeah, don't. Yeah, Tommy. NH Fish said Tommy ain't shit. Okay, now you're doing too much. Okay,
matter of fact, why do he have that jersey number? Yeah, he need to come off of that.
Who?
JT.
Yeah, he been wanting that jersey number ever since Brian Burns was here. Yeah, when he left, he was glad to get number 0 because that was his college number. Cat Daddy, what's happening?
What's happening, pimp? How y'all doing?
Hey, I heard you came back with a tan.
Yeah, boy. Shoot, we all did.
Yes, sir. What you thinking about the conversation that we're having thus far this morning about Tavion Sanders and Feleipe Franks?
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I haven't heard a bit. I came in and this is a really slow day so far at the office, and I just joined.
Okay, cool. Ain't no problem.
Catch me up real quick.
So the tight end room right now, whether Carolina decides to keep 3 or 4, in my opinion, the top 3 tight ends are Tommy Tremble, Mitchell Evans, and Darren Waller. So I was asking if Carolina was to keep a 4th tight end, who would be more valuable for Carolina to keep? Would it be Feleipe Franks or Tavion Sanders? What say you?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I like Tavion Sanders, but if I had to choose as of right now, I might choose Feleipe Franks. 1, because his value on special teams, and 2, if you keep Tavion Sanders and you keep Darren Waller, as far as the injury front, you basically got 2 of the same player. You know what I mean? Both of them are injury prone. So, I doubt if Darren Waller goes out here and not necessarily shows out, but he's consistent and these last 2 games, and he shows the Darren Waller that we've seen before. Hell, even if we get the Darren Waller that showed up against Carolina last year when he played for Miami, Sanders is going to have to do something. Now, I say that if I was running things, we got to remember this is Dave and Dan, and they have shown, that they are not willing, to make a whole lot of changes, especially with the players that they drafted. You know what I mean? So we'll see. But if it was up to me, right now, I'd probably keep Franks.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too. Because like I said, you have to have some value when you come to that tight end 4 position. And right now, when you look at value, I think Feleipe Franks brings better value. He can be. We know what his value is on special teams. That's one of the reasons, or the main reason, that Carolina brought him back. Then you look, he can be your emergency quarterback. He can be your QB3 if you decide not to keep 3 and just stay with 2. And from all reports, from what I'm hearing, is that his game as a tight end is getting better, especially his catching ability and his route running. So the only thing that Tavion Sanders really bring is that he's a pass catching tight end, and I can argue that he's just an average or below average at doing that. So, if it, to me, if it came down to those two for the fourth tight end position, I believe that Feleipe Franks will win out when if it came down to it. So hold on real quick. Let me shout out Reality Beats 11 for the $4.99 super chat. He said JT longest passing reception is 18. Mitchell Evans is 45. Tommy Tremble is 54. JT is our weakest link at tight end. Is no threat at all. You said it, I didn't, Reality Beats, but I appreciate that $4.99 super chat, my God. Thank you for supporting the channel like you always do. What you think about that, Poppin'? What Reality Beats just said? What you think about that statement?
I ain't mad at him. I mean, he put up the stacks, and hey, if that's what it is. That's what it is. I'm not saying here, champion for JT, but CJ made a great point. Something that me and you discussed about Zavala, the koala. Canales likes to he's for some reason,
Bruh.
he holds on to people that he's used to. Oh, we know these guys. Okay, well, no one will get you fired if you don't put the right people in here to win the games. So whether JT stays or go, I think he's still gonna make the team just because of familiarity. I just think that's what's gonna happen. We're not gonna give up on him yet, which I understand that some players don't need to be give up on so quickly. Like I said, he's
what
been
if
through.
they? No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
With those injuries, it, it might just buy him some time. But if Waller comes, I'm telling you, if Waller comes here and balls out, you can probably say bye to JT. You can. You probably can.
But
he probably gone
but
at the middle of the season.
What if a player has given up on themselves? Then what?
Then nothing you can do then.
That's on them.
Okay.
That's on them. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hold on. Can I answer that too, Tone?
Yeah. Go ahead, cuz.
But let me say this. It's kind of crazy because now you got Waller in here for a 1-year deal, and if I'm not mistaken, this is Sanders' third year. This is not his 4th year. Okay, it's his 3rd year.
This 3rd year.
But my thing is, I kind of see this as an experiment. I would say kudos to them for trying to bring in some extra talent at the tight end spot, because I think JT Sanders was brought in to be that more athletic tight end, that vertical threat, down the field. I kind of argue that Tommy Tremble is getting there. He started off as being just somebody who blocks. He had hands like cinder blocks.
Hold that thought. Hold that thought 1 second. Nate says Sanders had a 46-yard catch. So Reality Beats, he said you gotta get your facts straight. Sanders had a 46-yard catch. Go ahead, CJ.
But my thing is this, what if this is kind of you bring in a Darren Waller to kind of push and see what Sanders is going to do this season? Because my thing is this, okay, if Darren Waller, pans out this season and JT Sanders don't, my thing is, next year they need to go like tight end. Well, depending on who else works out too, they need to go tight end like round 1 or 2, or something. Like they need to go out here and get one of these, premier tight ends come out the draft. I don't know who that is.
Don't let Will hear you say that.
Why not?
Don't get him a damn defibrillator.
Why?
Don't bring him back to life because you know
Damn.
he was a Raphael Sadiq fan coming out the draft.
Deep
Raphael
I'm
Creek.
Sadiq.
talking about Kenyon Sadiq.
Oh, I was about to say the singer.
Hey, shout out to Will Robinson with the $5 super chat. Hey, I appreciate it, my guy. He said this cut to 53 will be difficult. JT need to have a hell of a next 2 weeks. I can't even read because I'm laughing.
Hey, how about cut day is my birthday too?
Okay. Oh God.
You're gonna have a fresh haircut
Yeah.
that day, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hey, hold
Don't.
on. And Tone,
Go
real
ahead.
quick, I just
Yeah.
I want to shout out my twins. Today is their birthday. James and Layla, they turned 17 today. So
Happy
just real
birthday.
quick, appreciate it.
Yeah. Happy birthday, twins. Happy birthday. Yeah. Raphael Sadiq. You know, Will was champion Raphael all off season during the draft.
I love
Yeah.
you, Deja.
Now that boy hurt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Exactly,
he
Poppy.
is.
Yeah, he hurt for real. Mm-hmm. Out there trying to do doing splits and hers is growing.
Dumbass.
Oh my God.
Oh,
My head hurt already.
Ain't nothing like getting up on the Will skin because he probably can't even tap
Pull
in
up.
this morning.
I mean, the
He
meeting.
can't even.
The meeting over with. Cadets, shut this thing down. They call him
got
out
to
the
go
gray
right
beard.
now.
Oh God.
They call him out the gray beard. I got to go.
Oh God.
All right, get your ass out of here. Get your ass out of here.
Don't do that. You're going too far now. You're going too
For real.
far.
I didn't
In your
know.
lane now.
I didn't
In
know.
your lane. Yeah. And will not be no mocking of the military. No, not with Hood. No, sir. We
Sir,
don't do
yes,
that.
sir.
Yeah, whatever, man. Whatever.
That
So
was respect.
see, CJ.
Sir, yes, sir.
So, is Sanders a move tight end or inline guy?
Move tight end or inline guy?
So move tight end is detached, you know, off the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he's
Inline
definitely more of
guy
a move tight
is
end.
on, yeah. Inline is on the line, yeah.
Yeah, definitely more of a move tight end. Yeah,
Okay, all right.
because I mean, blocking is not his forte. Not saying that he can't do it, but that was not one of his strong suits coming out of Texas.
Okay, all right. So Reality Beats, thank you again for the $4.99 super chat. He said he's talking about NH official. JT Sanders had a 46-yard catch November 3rd, 2024, his rookie year against New Orleans. He was talking about the 2025 season after the injury. Okay. All right. And you know what? Hey, appreciate that $4.99 super chat Reality Beats. But that's something that I have talked about and many other people have talked about, and we've had conversation about the difference that we see in JT Sanders ever since he had that neck injury. And it's also it's like he's been a shell of himself ever since that injury. And when a player loses confidence or when a player sustains an injury like that, do you believe that it affects their mental to the point to where maybe they're not as in love with the game as they once were, or they are afraid to play the game at the level that they once used to be able to play it at for the fear of sustaining another injury? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it something that a player can overcome, and how long does it take for a player to overcome something like that? Because one thing I do know, and just watching the game, is that these teams, coaches, GMs, whoever, you're not going to get such a long leash to overcome all these things. Because there's players coming out at your position every year. There's players that play your position that are free agents right now. There's players that's at your position that you can be traded for. Like, there's so many different options. So how long do you give a player a leash for something like that? CJ, you can answer first.
Well, let's take it back one step real quick. Now, let's just say that but we got to remember, Tavion Sanders, I think he was doing really good, up until that injury. So it's like the talent is there. Okay, I believe the talent is there. I think that Dave and Dan, they also believe the talent is there as well. All right. Now, we can
Mm-hmm.
only assume that, you know, that has had an effect on him. We don't know for sure. But from what we are able to see and the information that, we can get a hold of, that's what it seems like.
Right.
You know what I mean? It seems like ever since that injury, he has not been the same. And you got to remember this too. The Panthers don't use the tight end spot as much as other teams in this league. I think we're probably in the bottom of the league as far as tight end usage. I don't have that stat, but that's just me speaking from what I see. Okay. So you
Mm-hmm.
got that injury, and you already in a space where it's not used as frequently, and then now you have them going out and getting the Darren Waller, because like you said, Tommy Tremble, he good. Okay. If nothing
Yeah.
else, that Joker can block. Okay. But his pass catching has gotten better every year since he's been in the league. Mitchell Evans, okay, he came out and had a good rookie season. But again, I think the only thing with Mitchell Evans is the usage. You know what I mean? I think he's been great last year, but it's just to me it seems like Dave be stuck on this. I gotta spread the ball equally. Like I gotta
Right.
like with Chuba and Jonathan Brooks. Oh, I gotta go one series and one series. Like with the tight ends, he's not gonna put one of them out there and be like, all right, you're gonna be the focus of the game because everything is going your way. It's like, it's like cool, everything's going your way, but I gotta make sure I get everybody else involved. You know what I mean? And it's like with JT Sanders, that injury and how he's been playing since, like that doesn't help his case at all. Like I said, and then you bring in a
Right.
Darren Waller, and it might be an experiment, but it's an experiment with somebody who's proven in this league. He's a Pro Bowler, a former Pro Bowler. You know what I mean? So I mean, he didn't have a terrible season last year for Miami, as well, but I would say with everything that I have to go on, yeah, it looks like though that injury has affected him, a bit, a bit. I like to say I'm not going to speculate too much with things I don't know fully, but from the
Right.
outside looking in, yeah, he ain't been the same since he had that neck injury.
Yeah. What say you, Poppy? What do you think about
I
what
100%
CJ just
agree.
said?
100% agree with CJ. Um, I support his message. I truly do.
Well, thank you, sir.
I
Everything he said was 100% factual and correct.
Okay. So, do y'all trust 2024 Sanders more than the injury shortened 2025 version? So
Yep.
if you want to, I guess, say wipe the slate clean, right? We can't forget about who he was before and who he has been since. But if you wanted just to wipe the slate clean and give him, another chance per se, 2026, if he makes the team, what version of him do you trust more? Before the injury or after the injury?
Before.
Okay.
Yeah, you have
'Cause
to.
it
You
seemed
have to
it
say
seemed like he
before.
took more chances.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause he, like I said earlier, he led the wide receiver, not the wide receiver. He led the tight end room in receptions his rookie season. Um, he had over like three. He had like close to 350 yards receiving. I think he had like 30 something reception. I have to go back up and look at my notes. I don't remember exactly off the top of my head, but he's only had 2 career touchdowns. If I'm not mistaken, Tommy Tremble has more than that. If I'm not mistaken, Mitchell Evans had 2 last year, his rookie year, right? So, um, 1 or 2, I believe it was 2. I know he scored against Miami, and I think he had another one. Can't remember. Can't remember the game. Uh, Shout out to Robert Foxworth 4874 with the $5 super chat. He saying make Mitchell Evans tight end or till Waller gets caught up with the playbook, then see what happens. Okay. All right. Thank you for that $5 super chat. Robert, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for
Oh,
supporting the
tight end
channel.
one.
Oh, the tight end one. Okay. All right. Poppin, what you think about what Robert Foxworth had to say?
I don't think Mitchell Evans was tight end one at this moment. I would have said that he could have definitely pushed the envelope to be that uh, going into the season. Because he is
Mm.
all around tight end. He's the type of tight end that I do like. He can block, he can catch. He finds holes and zones. Great up, great up, great up the seam routes and things of that nature. Uh, but yeah, you're not gonna be able to do that with I just think from what I've noticed with this organization is that they don't just cut people they drafted after going into that third year. And I'm not throwing no names out there, but we I mean it's kind of a pattern.
Yes, you are.
They don't just cut people that quickly. So Mitchell Evans is where he's at until further notice. I like Mitchell Evans. He actually wears my favorite number, jersey number.
What's 84?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Well, shout out to number 84. All right. Uh Chat, let me ask y'all a question. Y'all can let me know. Put your answer in the chat for me. What is Sanders' best 2026 role? Is it starter, tight end 2 and 12 personnel, a mismatched weapon, or developmental depth? Is he a starter, tight end 2 and 12 personnel, mismatched weapon, or developmental depth? Y'all let me know in the chat. All right. I greatly appreciate that. And listen, if you want the deeper football conversation after the show, join Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk membership community, and that is Patreon. We'll break down what Carolina should ask from Jatavion standards, whether it's 11, 12, or 13 personnel. And let me just real quick put up the Patreon link. You probably have to just copy and paste that. But if you go to Patreon, my handle over there is at UO Sports Talk, the same on Twitter and the same on YouTube at UO Sports Talk. All right. So that is the Patreon community. We have 3 different tiers: the fan zone, the film room access, and the debate table VIP. We're going to ramp up over here soon when it comes down to breaking down film, talking about schematics, technique, everything. So that's where the deeper conversation will be had when it comes to that. So check it out. You can also become a free member. I do post over there daily after the live, so you can interact with me over there as well. I'll greatly appreciate it. And support the channel. All right. Scan the QR code right there at the top right. It will take you to my PayPal. I would greatly appreciate it. Donate whatever you feel like your heart lends you to donating. There's also a pinned comment in the YouTube chat at the top that will take you to the PayPal link. You do not have to have PayPal. I know some people have wondered about that, have asked about that. You do not have to be a member of PayPal. Just click the link or scan the QR code. It will take you to it. Pull out your trusted debit card, make a small donation to the channel. All proceeds do go back into the channel to continue to grow the channel and for me to come up with other ways to improve the channel as well. I do have some things coming out here very shortly to let you know and let you see that your donations are being put to use the right way. All right. So I greatly appreciate that.
Hey, Tone, can I add on to that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, and all of those who don't trust PayPal and want to donate cash to Tony, if you're in the Charlotte area, I'll meet you at Sugar Creek in 85. Okay, right there at the 7-Eleven. All right, and then I'll make sure Tony get that cash. All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So yeah, the best way to do it is through the PayPal. Don't trust the hand to hand.
Wow.
Oh my god. Don't do it. Don't do it. I cannot. I refuse to let y'all trust that. Doggone boy. I tell you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Nah. What we got here? We got Gerald Stick Jones. He said developmental depth. All right. Robert Foxworth said developmental depth. Sideburn 21 said developmental depth. Okay. D Cash says Waller, Trimble, Evans, with Franks being good on special teams, and JT really is the odd man out. And that's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying, D Cash. He also said developmental depth, but would be hard to keep unless somebody gets hurt. That's a fact. Reality B says Waller, mismatch weapon, basically taking Brazzle's role. I wouldn't say that, but I get what you're saying. Tip Drill Will said that debate table is where I will convert Tony to a Cam Hall of Fame support. Let me tell you, this dude here would not let it go.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna go past that comment. I'm not gonna even give it no energy. Candy Girl with the laughing emoji. Jay Hudge said Joe Person put out 53-man roster projection on the Atlantic. Okay. Is that new?
Athletic.
Oh yeah. Oh, Athletic. I said Atlantic. My bad. Yeah, the Athletic. Is that a new one, Jay Hudge? Because the one I'm looking at, I think had came out on the 11th, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, let me see if I can find it real quick.
Hey, Tone, why you do that? Can I ask y'all this?
Yeah.
So, and I'm looking
Oh, you just posted
past
that.
this season. Because the thing is, this is the last year of Tommy Trimble's contract. Okay, Darren Waller signed a 1-year deal. So when the season is over with, and hopefully, the season ends with a, playoff run, praise the Lord, hopefully. But so come the off season, we only gonna have 2 tight ends signed to the roster if Sanders isn't, cut in the before the season starts. So that room is going to be really, really, really thin. And I'm thinking like this, now the kind of you see what Bryce Young does this year, okay? Because there's still there's still a chance he might not make it back next season because they haven't signed him and his extension. Well, no, let me say they did pick up his 5th year, but even still though, he still got to go out and ball out because they haven't signed him to an extension just yet. But anyway, this tight end room is gonna be like super thin. So don't leave out the them taking the tight end, first, second round. My thing is this: if they do go tight end, I hope they take tight end in the first round. But again, this is Carolina. It depends on the needs that we have, at other positions. And Darren Waller is like what, 33 years old, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. Yeah. So
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I say all that to
Okay.
say, looking forward, tight end gonna be real interesting.
Well, look, we're gonna look at the roster update that Joe Person put out on the Athletic. Let me remove this right here real quick and remove the widget. And let me blow this up. So let's look at and let's see what he have here. All right. So the 53-man roster projected with Darren Waller in, which tight end is out. That's fun though. We already talking about it, Joe. So let's see what he have. For quarterbacks, he got us carrying 3. Bryce Young, Kenny Pickett, and Haynes King with Kyle Trask as the notable cut. Running backs, 4. Chuba Hubbard, Jonathan Brooks, Trevor Etienne, AJ Dillon. So no notable cuts right now in a running back. Say what?
I said that's what I'm talking about, Joe. I'm champion for AJ Dillon. I'm sorry.
Oh, tight ends, which is the discussion for the day. Tommy Tremble, Darren Waller, Mitchell Evans, and Feleipe, who's your daddy, Franks. Notable cut,
What?
Tavion Sanders. All right. Let's see what the reasoning is. He said Waller was a low-risk signing with the potential for high return. Assuming he's healthy, he's on the 53. Waller, who turns 34 in September, tore his quad during training camp in Miami last year. That injury and 2 others that followed came after he had been out of football for a year. But Canales said Waller showed up this week in phenomenal shape. Waller's skill set is similar to that of Sanders, who could be the odd man out. Canales called Franks one of the top special team players in the league, and the former QB has improved as a receiver. All right. Well, there we have it when it comes to that. Oh, let's talk about the receivers since we're here. Terrell McMillan, he had them keeping 6. Terrell McMillan, Jalen Coker, Xavier Legette, Bryson Tremaine, Jimmy Horn, and Jasim Reed. On injury reserve, we have Chris Brazel and Dan Chesina. Notable cuts, David Moore and John Mechie. Wow. Okay.
Imagine ain't taking that number 3 wide receiver spot, huh? Imagine that.
Hey,
according to Joe Person. Say what, CJ?
I said, quote me on this one. David Moore ain't getting cut. Canales like him.
I don't believe he getting cut neither. Offensive line, we're keeping 9. Oh Lord, let's see who we got on here. Rasheed Walker, Monroe Freeland, Robert Hunt, Damian Lewis, Luke Fortner, Sam Heck, Brady Christensen, Stone Forsythe, and Jake Kerham. On the pup list is Taylor Moton and Ikem Mekwano. Notable cut, Koala Savala. There you go, Poppin.
Won't he do it?
Your man is on the cut list, Poppin.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. CJ, if you get a chance, man, go check out my short, man. Go check out my short.
I will. But see, the thing is, though, this is why I say it's hard to judge, Canales, because he's not as cutthroat as a lot of these other coaches are. Like, let me tell you, if I showed up for a tryout, I might get a more than 30 minutes out there on the field, before they have to cart me off with in the ambulance, because they was gonna be like, let's see what he got. You know what I mean? So
I
don't know.
Yeah. See, defensive line, we got 5. Derek Brown, Bobby Brown, Lee Hunter, Cam Jackson, and the undrafted free agent rookie out of Duke, Aaron Hall. On the pup list is Tershawn Wharton. Notable cut is Jarrett Harrison Hunt. All right. Outside linebackers, 5. I said that earlier. 5. Jalen Phillips, Patrick Jones, Presley Umamielen, Cam Gill, and Thomas Incoom. Notable cuts, Travis Gibson and Jeremiah Moon. On injury reserve is Nick Scorton. All right.
I think I keep Gibson over Incoon, but that's just me.
Yeah, me too. But Thomas Incoom is another one that brings a lot of speed off the edge.
Gotcha.
He does bring a lot of speed off the edge, but I feel you. Because I love how Travis Gibson sets the edge, and he's definitely valued in the run game. All right. So linebackers, inside linebackers, we got Devin Lloyd, Trevin Wallace, Claude Shirellis, Bam Martin Scott, and Jackson Kuwatch. Notable cut is Mame John Meta. An international player program exemption is Maz Monza. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know he was an international player. So he can make the 53 and don't even count towards the 53 as an international player program exemption. So there you have it when it comes to his spot. Cornerbacks, 5. J.C. Horn, Mike Jackson, Shaw Smith-Wade, Will Lee, and Corey Thornton. Notable cuts are Caleb Evans, goodbye, Devontae Smith, and Robert Rochelle. All right. Safeties, 4. Trayvon Moore, Nick Scott, Lathan Ransom, Zakie Wheatley. Notable cuts, Isaiah Simmons and Damani Richardson. Woo!
Simmons gonna make
Specialist. Sam Martin is the punter. Ryan Fitzgerald is the kicker. JJ Jansen, no, he's the lone snapper. So that is the 53-man roster as Joe Person sees it, put out on the Athletic today. What time we put this out? Okay, 3:30 my time, so it's about 7:30 in the morning, East Coast time, Eastern time.
Hey, can you go back to the the offensive line?
The offensive line? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Hey, did y'all see Chandler Zavala taking snaps at center?
Yeah. That came up yesterday a couple times. Yeah, they say he was taking second team snaps with Kenny Pickett.
Bruh, let me tell you. and that's why I'll be like, yo, they gonna find a spot for Chandler Zavala. Somebody like him somewhere. I don't know if it's Coach Gilbert or something. I said, dang. Because I mean, let's go ahead and call a spade a spade. His tape at either guard spot has not been good. Like not
At
been
all.
good. I tried to give him Tony tell you, I try to give him every benefit of the doubt since he has been here. You know, but it's just nah. But yeah, that's crazy. I said they gonna make a spot for Chandler Zavala somehow.
I don't know why. They need to let that go. Chandler Zavala is in the Ian Thomas category for me. Yeah. he has made it there. Yeah. He has definitely made it there. So, yep, that's it. What you guys think about that report that depth chart that Joe Person has put out?
I'm not mad at it, but I'm in a loud spot. I'll turn my mic back on when I get out of this spot.
Okay. CJ, what you think about it?
I think it's interesting because they've kept 7 wide receivers every year since Canales has been here. Okay. If they do keep 6, I think it's to keep AJ Dillon on the squad. You know, I do think that's where the trade-off comes.
Right, because Chris Brazzell was out for the year. So if he was available, he would be that 7th wide receiver.
He would be that 7th. We probably only keep 3
I didn't think
backs.
about that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Like I said, if you know, I know they were saying about they keep Feleipe Franks on the strength of his special teams ability. I also think they should consider trying to make a spot for Isaiah Simmons on the strength of his special teams abilities too. Because who was it? Because I still ain't watched the Buffalo game yet. I went to Jamaica and look, I tried to watch it over there, and YouTube TV told me absolutely not.
Bomba
Yeah, but but I was watching the clip, and I was watching something on X, and somebody was like, just Simmons was a beast as a gunner, on special teams, and I was just like, yo, like I don't know. I don't know. I really think that they could find a spot for him, but
Yeah.
how likely that is the question. You know what I mean? So we'll see. I think he's going to have to
Excuse me.
really go out there and show and prove these next couple games. But the thing is too, though, I don't think they're going to give him any a good number of snaps at safety, except for against the other teams' third and fourth stringers. I don't know if it's going to be a game where it's like, all right, cool, let's put you out there, with the ones and twos to see what you got. So,
J Hud, why are you gonna say something like that? I think
I
Ian
agree.
Thomas is a better player than Zavala.
He's 100% correct.
I don't care about either one of them.
I know, but
why even make the comment?
But it's just a comment. He's right. He's 100% correct.
Lord knows I got PTSD. Y'all okay? All right, go ahead, CJ.
But no, that was it. That was it. Said, yeah. Hold on. He said, y'all thinking Bryce starts off his 5 games like he did last year? Y'all think they'll be done with Bryce? It depends on how he finished the season out. But my thing is, we can't keep having these first 5 or 6 games where it's just like everybody standing around, don't know what the hell's going on, and then they figure it out mid-season. So we'll see.
Yeah. Rollmaster said Bryce done if we start 1-4 reality. So there you go. He answered your question for you.
Hey, I can't disagree with that.
Hey.
Professor X.
Oh yeah, you missed Professor X came in laid on the couch yesterday for some therapy. Got some things off his chest. No, he feels better. He was able to see the light, change his tune, his way of thinking when it comes to Bryce Young. And not all the way, not 100%, I will say that. But he was caught in the pickle quite a bit yesterday. Lost for words, stumbling a little bit, quite hesitant in his responses. But we finally got him there. We was able, Charles Xavier. Yeah. He blessed us by coming on the panel. We got him over the hill. You know what I'm saying? We got him over the hill. So yeah. Today he's back. If you've noticed so far, he has not posted anything negative in the chat. You know what I'm saying? You usually you can expect that from him, but listen, therapy does work. When you have someone that can talk to, that's willing to listen, hear you out. Now, let me leave Charles.
But hold on, Tom. He said if you say Bryce Young 3 times, he popping up like Candyman.
Bryce Young. There you go, Charles. There you go. He said, is it possible to get Isaiah Simmons to blitz, rush the passer? That's a good question. That's a good question.
Possible.
I would love to see him be able to do that in some packages. Now, we have to remember who we're talking about. Ejiro Evero. We have to remember what we have seen thus far from him, things that we know we would like to see, as a fan base. And some things that he just feel like he just hell bent on not doing. So listen, yeah, that's a toss up. That's a toss up. But I would love to see them use Isaiah Simmons in a situation like that. Use him to his strength. You know, he's still fast. You know what I'm saying? He may not be 4'3", but I promise you he could be 4'4". You know, tall, long, for long arms, athletic. I see no reason. I see no reason why not. Yeah.
Yeah, because if he get cut, I doubt he gonna clear waivers. Somebody gonna pick him up.
Right. All right. Was it yeah. Charles know I'm not lying on him. That's why he said nothing. He knows exactly. He knows exactly what I said is the truth. Everybody that's in the panel that was a witness to it yesterday. They witnessed it. Hey, look, hey CJ. He even had other members questioning his responsibility to Panther Nation. He say he done jumped the fence. They rechecking his application and all that. So
What?
I don't know how that worked out for him yesterday. Yeah.
Hey, hold on. Put the next comment up, Tony.
Oh, Rollmaster.
Oh man. Yo.
Let me drop the link in the chat. Let me drop the link in the chat. There go the link, Charles, man. You can hit the link and come on up, dog. You can hit the link and come on up.
Yo, I wonder how quick I can find the X-Men theme song.
Oh, the X-Men theme song.
Look, if you do come here, I'll just sing it like.
Charlie the Gamer said y'all probably already mentioned this, but yeah, JT didn't need to drop weight. That's what I said, Charlie the Gamer. I don't believe nobody asked him to drop weight. I think he did that on his own. Not like he was fat and out of shape. I think he was around like 255. That's not big for a tight end. So the weight that he dropped felt like he needed to get in better shape. I believe that was more on him. I have never seen a report that the Panthers asked him to drop weight. So yeah, I agree with you on that. He also said, depending on what Waller do, JT will be a casualty this season. That's what we're talking about. And evidently, we just looked at the depth chart that Joe Person just dropped this morning. Shout out to Jay Hush, who brought that to my attention. And he had Tavion Sanders being cut. Yep, he had Tavion Sanders being cut. He had the 4 tight ends: Tommy Tremble, Mitchell Evans, Darren Waller, and Feleipe Franks. That's who Joe Person had. All right. He said, "Facts. I think he was trying to find a way to be Bryce friendly, and I respect it, but okay." Yeah, Charlie, we know you don't respect that. Stop lying. You know damn well you don't respect that. All right, CJ. So let's transition on. So Franks brings a 3-phase value. Sander brings receiving potential. Now let's get to the larger question. What does Carolina actually need from every tight end it keeps? All right. So the second half question. What value must Carolina's tight ends bring beyond catches? All right, so let me give you the facts first. The Panthers tight end room contains different player profiles. Waller brings veteran receiving experience. Sander brings young receiving upside. Trimble brings established physicality and experience. Franks brings major special teams value. and the remaining players are competing to prove they can fill defined offensive and game day roles. Canales has made it clear that retaining a critical special teams player can affect the number of backs, linebackers, safeties, or receivers Carolina carries. All right. A tight end's value cannot be measured only by catches. The position affects run game structure, pass protection, play action credibility, pre-snap motion, red zone matchups, personnel flexibility, and at the bottom of the roster, special teams coverage and return units. Carolina does not need every tight end to do every job. It needs each player's role to be clear enough that the offense gains an advantage when he is on the field. So, CJ, my question to you is, should Carolina prioritize specialists or guys who can do a little bit of everything? What say you, dog?
Hey, cuz, I'll be right back, cuz.
Ain't that something? As soon as I ask a question, he talking about he'll be right back. Well, I tell you. All right. So, I asked the chat, should Carolina prioritize specialists or guys who can do a little bit of everything? So you could type specialist or everything in the chat. All right. I greatly appreciate that. And I will read them as they come in. All right. Me personally, I would say when we're talking about, again, that fourth tight end spot, we're not talking about tight end 1, tight end 2, or even tight end 3. We're talking about that fourth spot, the value spot, right? You need to be able to have more value than just catching passes. You do. You just have to have more value than that. All right. And the tight end position is no different than any other position on the team when you're talking about what value do you bring outside the starting two rotation, right? Do you bring value on kickoff returns, on punt returns, in anything of that nature, right? What value can you bring? And that, like I mentioned earlier, when you're talking about the value between Feleipe Franks and Tavion Sanders, I give it to Feleipe Franks because his value is not only special teams, he could be your third emergency quarterback. All right. And according to all reports, he has shown that he is better now as an actual tight end. Now, does that mean he's going to move up the tight end depth chart? No, it doesn't mean that. But that's another added value. So that's three things that he brings to the table when you talk about his value to the team. Right now, Tavion Sanders only brings one. So the math is in Feleipe Franks' favor. And like you heard me read earlier, based on the article that Joe Person put out in the Athletic, talking about the tight ends. Let me see if I can find it again. Yeah, basically called Franks one of the top special team players in the league, and the former QB has improved as a receiver, and that someone with that value can affect the numbers at other positions on the team, because you don't want to let a core special teamer go. Just as much as people, we emphasize offense and defense, special teams also can be a game changer for you. It can definitely be a game changer for you in more than one ways, whether it's punt return or kickoff return. So I can see him being that fourth receiver. I mean, that fourth tight end. And according to Joe Person, he believes just like I believe. He have us keeping 4: Tommy Tremble, Darren Waller, Mitchell Evans, and Feleipe Franks. Notable cut is Tavion Sanders. Now, of course, that's not etched in stone. He's not up on the team or anything like that. That's just his opinion, just like this is my opinion. But I like to see that both our opinions are aligned when it comes to the situation. So you guys let me know in the chat what you guys feel. So let me start right here. Charles Davis said, I'm hitting the link in about 5 minutes. All right, Charles. Ben Flipping Facts said, if we keep JT Sanders, 1, he has to stay healthy. 2, build his hand, forearms, and arms. Okay. Well, shit. Ben Flipping Facts, that sounds like something he need to do on the practice squad, don't it? He need to do all that before he commands a roster spot. I'm just saying. That's just me. I'm just saying. T. Thompson said everything. Okay. All right. J. Hud said specialist. All right. Roadmaster Blackout said everything. King James said everything, Tony. T. Thompson said well-rounded. King, I think that's the one he deleted. Damo said specialist. Roadmaster said, I could see some trick plays loading with Franks. Hey, that's a possibility too, Roadmaster. I didn't even think about the trick plays. The more you can do, the more value you bring to the team, helps your case of making a team. I can't say that enough. The more you can do, the more value you bring to the team, helps your case in making the team. That is facts. Atlanta Boy said, why has he been on so many teams? That's a good question. That's a good question too. So let's, as if you may not remember, Feleipe Franks came into the league as a quarterback. He was a quarterback at the University of Florida. You know, I thought he was okay at Florida. Definitely had some things that he need to work on as a quarterback. I can't remember if he got drafted or he was an undrafted free agent. I think after a year or two, he made the switch to tight end. So you're talking about someone that has learned a new position while he has been in the NFL, something that he has never played before. So he's not getting as many reps at the position as someone that is the starting tight end or even the number 2 tight end. So over the past 3, maybe 4 years, I can't remember exactly how many years he has been in the league. He has been transforming his game, his body, his mentality into a tight end. Now he has made teams because of his special teams value. At the same time, I believe that he's trying to get better at the tight end so he could possibly stick with a team even longer. During this training camp, it has come out that he has shown better hands, better route running. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. So I ain't gonna sit here like I'm trying to, pound the table for him or nothing like that. But if it is true what they are saying, then it sounds like to me that he's possibly improving his chances of making the 53. We do know that Carolina brought him back because he does have some value with the special teams. They look at him as a core special team member. So just that one alone right there, I believe he'll make the team. But his other added value is maybe getting better at tight end. He definitely has a certain level of toughness that you can't coach. We already kind of know how he's wired. And he can be that emergency third quarterback if you need it. Instead of Carolina keeping 3, as Joe Person reported in his article today, instead of 3, they may be just decide to keep 2, and Feleipe Franks is your third emergency quarterback. They can do that. So we'll see. We'll see. So I hope that answered your question, Atlanta boy. My man Charles Xavier
All right.
to the table. Man, how we feeling today, man? You good?
Oh man, Tony, I feel great, man. I feel good, man. Just waking up. I got a huge load off my shoulders. Yesterday morning.
Yeah.
I've been catching strays. I ain't gonna front.
Lay your burdens down at the altar, brother. Just lay your burdens down at the altar.
Yeah, man.
Come as you are.
Man, like I said, I'm gonna try to be positive. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say nothing about Bryce. I want us to run 2 tight end sets. Like we got Darren Waller, we got Mitchell Evans. Why don't we see some 2 tight end sets? Why don't we see some like dominate these smaller safeties, slower linebackers? I feel like we got 2 tight ends and Waller and then Evans to where both of those guys, I like the way they play. They got like they have like a nasty streak in them. Like Evans, I like the way he blocks. Evans is he has that nastiness like in him. I like that. We need that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Charlie the Gamer said, you know damn well why, Charles. Oh,
look, man. I'm trying. Look, I'm trying not to revert to my old self. I'm trying.
Hey, don't let Charlie the Gamer be a bad influence on you, Charles. Don't let him do it. You put forth great work yesterday. Put forth great work. Don't let Charlie the Gamer. Don't let him resort to you being that being your old self.
Right,
what I'm trying to say. I couldn't get my damn words out.
Because now I am a new man. I'm trying to
talk to him, Charles.
Objectively. I know we got the little quarterback. I know we got the little Jalen Hurts, but we got to work with him. That's where we get. We got to work with him, and so because we got to work with him, okay, we got to win with him. And so I'm hoping that in this preseason game tonight, I better. No, I just saw the comment. Oh no. Look at Blackout, yo. No, he didn't, yo.
I see him.
No, he didn't, yo. I don't like this no more.
Roll master drinking right now. You have to excuse him. He already drinking today. You have to excuse him,
I'm
dog. Yo,
I'm dying. But yo, I'm just hoping.
Hey, JP, he fight for his life, ain't he?
I'm telling you, man.
He fight for his life,
man.
Oh God!
I told
go
myself,
ahead, Charles. Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna be positive. Like I'm gonna work with this little dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna work with him. And so tonight, all I gotta say is, look, we better come out first team offense. We better come out and score a touchdown on the opening drive. I'm not talking about first downs. I'm not talking about, this or that. My whole thing is this. If they score a touchdown on the opening drive, I'm fine with that. Don't you backside?
Don't you backside?
Dang, yo, they on me, yo. Dang, Will. I won't, Will.
Hey, tell him, Chief. Tell him, Chief. Don't you backslide. Don't you dare do it. Don't you dare do it.
Yo, I would try not to, man. But look, tonight we better get an opening touchdown. We bet we better get a touchdown the first time we touch the ball on offense. And basically, if we see that, I'm fine with us literally sitting the whole first team offense down after that. Period, point blank. That's okay. All I need to see, an opening touchdown. After that, so sit them.
Somebody need to turn your volume down a little bit, Charles, because I hear myself. I hear the reverb in your background. So what happens if we don't?
Oh,
well, what happens? What happens if we don't score on the first drive? So let's just say, and this is just hypothetical, of course. Let's just say we don't score, but we do show that we can move the ball. So say at least there's a 7-play drive, right? There's a 7-play drive, and instead of scoring a touchdown, we kick a field goal. Then what?
I don't want no field goal. I don't want no safety. I want a touchdown. I want a touchdown.
I understand that.
I want a touchdown. I don't want no.
I understand that.
Look, I want a touchdown. I need to see us go. I need to see. I got to bring up that one. Yo, man, these comments killing me, man.
Hey, and full transparency, Charles, I want to see a touchdown too. I want, given what we saw against Buffalo, I want to see us go down and score the first time we touch the ball. But my question is, what if it doesn't happen? What if it doesn't happen?
Okay, if it doesn't happen, I gotta leave him out there until.
Hold on. Hey Zip, mute your mic for me, Zip. Go ahead, Charles.
Yeah, like if it doesn't happen, okay, I leave him out there, but they got to get a touchdown, man.
I heard. I feel you. Okay, let's try this again. Charles, I sympathize with you. I want the same thing that you want, Charles. You are not alone. I'm here with you. Okay. If I was there, I toast you up and put my arms around you, brother, and say, "Damn it, touchdown! Here we come." I got you. I understand all that, but. And this is not even a big but, because it's just a possibility that it may not happen. What happens if we don't score a touchdown? Well, we get a field goal. Then what?
Okay, we don't score a touchdown, but we get a field goal. Okay. All right. I can deal with that.
Okay.
I can deal with that.
He can't do it. Boy, he can't. He fighting for his life. Hey, just like Charlie, like Jermaine said, he fighting for his life, dog. He can't even be dog. I thought you said you were not gonna backslide.
I'm cool. Okay.
You gonna make Will cancel his damn conference. That's what you gonna do.
You ain't gotta do it. You ain't gotta do it, Charlie. Matter of fact, me and 336 pulled out your file. When you get a chance, meet us back at the X Mansion. We're gonna go over it in the danger room.
Cerebro.
It's a small briefing. Yeah, it's just a small briefing. There's some things that was concerning. So far you're doing good. You're working your way back in. Working your way back in.
Oh man, I'm trying. I'm trying, man. That's the okay. If we can, I want to see improvement. I want to see improvement. I want to see us. I want to see Bryce
Hold on, Charles.
translate.
Why you get yourself together? Because it seems like you need a little time. Zip, what's going on, my guy? Damn, Charles taking about 20 minutes to get his thought out. I ain't gonna even hold you.
Hey, real quick, Tony. Hey, remember when Charlie Blue was talking about struggling Panther fans? God damn, Charles, you kind of fit that mold right now, brother. You kind of fit that mold. Struggling Panther fans.
Hey,
it's
Zip,
Bryce, man. I can't help it, man. It's Bryce.
Zip, no, what he trying to do? Because yesterday, he came and laid out on the couch, got a blanket, kicked his shoes off, and start confessing how he feel yesterday. So now that he done had about 24 hours to think about everything that he said yesterday, he trying to backtrack a little. You know what I'm saying? He trying to backtrack a little. He sound like Jermaine said. He sound a little befuddled. He's a little befuddled. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, what's happening with you, Zip? I'm trying to give him time to get his thoughts together.
Yeah. Hey, I might hit that preseason game tonight, man. I might try it out there. You know, me and my oldest boy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's not definite though, because I got a lot I got to do when I get off. But we might just fly it out there, man. We might do
it. And they giving Charles hell in the chat.
I'm telling you, man. I wanna win. I wanna roll with this guy. Okay, all right. I told myself I'm gonna be positive today. All right. Okay. So I want us to win. If our first team offense goes down the field and they can get a field goal, that's improvement. That's good. I would run them out there one more time, try to get them to get a touchdown. If they don't get it the second time that they're out on the field, I would take them off the field and just rest them. Because at this point, I don't want no one getting hurt. I don't want the guards getting hurt. I can hear
right.
Boy, y'all giving me hell, boy. I ain't mad. but you know, that's what I would. That's what I want. Maybe we need to call McNeil. Yo, man, these comments, man. I'm trying to talk about these comments, man.
Hey, they on your head though. They on your head. I ain't even mad at them. Hey, listen, we've been here 2.5 hours right now. If you are enjoying the conversation, the debate, the energy, the vibes that the morning kickoff has brought to you on this Freedom Friday type morning, show love and scan the QR code, support the show. I would greatly appreciate it. My daily goal is $25. That's it. Not trying to pay you rent. It's $25. Also, if you're watching on the YouTube channel, if there's a pinned comment at the top that will take you directly to my PayPal. You do not have to have PayPal. Just click the link or scan the QR code, pull out your old trusty debit card, and give a small donation that in return will be given right back to the channel. We'll put into the channel. I have some things that's getting ready to come up that will show you that your hard-earned donation is being put to use. All right, I'm gonna try to put one of them out tonight. I'm not sure how that's going to go just yet, but yeah, if not tonight, it will be out next week. One of the things I do have planned. So yeah, feel free to donate. I would greatly appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed to Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk, please do so. I know majority of you are watching through Carolina Armchair GM CJ channel. If you would, open up another browser on your desktop, laptop, tablet, or your phone. Go to youtube.com/@UO Sports Talk. That's also my handle on Twitter and in Patreon on Patreon @UO Sports Talk. I'm trying to get over 100 followers on Twitter. I greatly appreciate it if you guys would join me over there as well. Maybe I'll start posting a little bit more over on Twitter. but also the Patreon community. I post there daily. 3 tiers to the community over there. The football season's getting ready to ramp up. We're gonna be doing some film breakdown, schematics, technique, things of that nature, college and pro, because I have a huge library of a college film. No highlights. Everything is all 22 film. So again, join the community on Patreon, support the community here on YouTube, and I would greatly appreciate all you guys' support. Charles, you ready now?
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready. So I'll just transition. I'll just go to
and hold that thought real quick. Shout out to Roadmaster Blackout TV for the $5 super chat. He said for the content. Hey, appreciate that, my guy. Salute to you. Thank you for supporting the channel. All right. So yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Charles.
So when it comes to some of the most important, jobs of a tight end, I think tonight and really this whole season, I feel like, damn, boy, they all be, boy. I feel like, they have to, you have to be able to help in the passing game. Of course, you want to run, great routes, you want to catch, passes. Yes, but you got to pass block, right? Also, we need our tight ends to help out in the run blocking game. We need them. And then I'm also looking at Darren Waller. I need him to be that big red zone threat. I need him to be that guy that can be a big body for Bryce in the end zone. Whenever Bryce kind of rolls out, when he has those moments to where he can create, right? Those moments to where he can kind of get out on the run and he can kind of throw on the run. I think that's where utilizing tight ends would be big. Now, the question is, are we going to do that during the season? We haven't really utilized tight ends within this whole offense. Not really. I mean, kind of, sort of, but not really, And so personally, I would love to see us kind of have a layout that Ted, he gets probably the most targets, after that Coker, and then let it be the tight ends. Let it be Waller. Let it be Evans, in that order. Because personally, I feel like you got to go, like, notice how Bryce, I feel like, does better when he has larger.
I just hold on 1 second, Charles. I just dropped the link for you, Jermaine. I just dropped the link in the chat. Go ahead, Charles.
Yeah. Notice how Bryce, he plays pretty good whenever he has a larger receiver to where he can throw to, And so I feel like if we can kind of find a way to kind of like incorporate these guys throughout the season, well, then we got to check what Xavier's superpowers must. Oh, man. I'm telling you, boy, they going, what, boy? It's all love, man. I love y'all. It's all love. Don't get it twisted. I can read your mind. Okay. I can read y'all's mind. So already know what time it is. You know what I mean? But I forgive y'all.
Hold on 1 second, Charles. Hey, shout out to Chris 17227 with the $5 super chat. Hey, I greatly appreciate that, my guy. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk, please do so. Just open up your browser. A matter of fact, if you see my avatar in the chat, because I just posted the PayPal link. If you click the avatar, it would take you directly to my channel, and you can subscribe there. All right. So yeah, just click the avatar, UO Sports Talk, and it would take you directly to my channel, and you can subscribe, turn that post notification bell, select all, so that way you be made aware when I go live. I go live every weekday, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern time. All right. Thank you for your support, my guy. Go ahead, Charles, with your soliloquy.
Yeah, man. Basically, like I was saying earlier, I could read y'all's minds, but it's all good. I forgive y'all. At the end of the day, it's all about making this team better, and finding ways to win. And again, because we have an owner, like I said yesterday, that's enamored with Bryce Young, right? We're going to have to roll with this guy. And so because we got to roll with him, we got to utilize every weapon we have in a way that can get us to score points. One thing one extra thing I will say too, we got to find a way to start strong and put touchdowns on the board in games. No more, granted, I get it, you don't want to leave points out there, but if we have opportunities, I need Bryce to be aggressive. I need Bryce to have that same Atlanta Falcon mindset, that Georgia Dome mindset, that true Alabama mindset, and just let it rip. Let it rip,
Got you. Cat Daddy, what's happening? I know, if I know my cousin like I know my cousin, he done went and found the damn theme song for you, Charles.
Let's go.
This dude, man.
No, I didn't. I had a coworker come through and I had to go. But yo, you sound like Charles Xavier too, dog, bro.
Look, man, I'm just trying to stand up for all of the educated Negroes, proper talking Negroes out there. I'm here, and so, I felt like, it couldn't just be Nick, you know what I mean? Like, it has to be more. So I thought about it. I said, you know what? I'm getting on the show. Yes, I've been a troll for quite a time now when it comes to our quarterback, but I guess it doesn't matter.
It just feels better when you have somebody to talk to, Charles. I get it.
It does. It's lonely at the top, and I'm glad I'm on your show, amongst other, educated men. So, I feel good, man.
We gotta give him a hood name. We gotta call him Chuck Alexander.
Chuck Alexander said it's lonely at the top. He said it's lonely at the top, dog.
Hey, real quick, shout out to my little cousin BA, aka Jermaine J. Shepard, for the PayPal gift. I appreciate it, my guy. Thank you for supporting the channel. As always, showing love, supporting the channel. Yeah, I ain't gonna tell nobody what BA stands for. You know what it is. But yeah. Thank you for your support, dog.
Hey, Tone. So if we got Charles Xavier up here, now Jermaine's profile picture, we could dub him Magneto. He got the helmet on a little bit.
Yes, yeah. Magneto. There it is right there. Jermaine Magneto. JP. B.A. Magneto.
Oh God, yo.
Quantum Jr.
Yeah. Probably stupid. But go ahead, CJ. What you got?
Oh no, that was it. I like I said, I had to go out the office, so I don't know exactly where we at.
Hey, Papa, you said it, not me. I just want to let Jermaine know you said it, not me. All right, so let me ask you guys a question, and Zip, you can go first on this one because I know you've been sitting back chilling for a minute now. Listen to that deposition that Charles just gave. Should special teams break the tie, or does offensive upside always win?
Well, I think special teams is an aspect of the game that not a lot of people focus in on. You know what I'm saying? And I say that talking about the fan base, but it's a way to win. It's a way to win. So if we can put something into it, You know what I'm saying? And continue to add guys who's going to be impact players on special teams. I'm all for it. The offensive side, I think we're going to have to be 10 times better than what we've been. And I'll say this, Tony. Bryce is on thin ice with me, dog. I ain't even gonna hold you. I done been coming to a couple.
There we go.
I done been coming to a couple real. Hey, Charles, though, I'm still not with you, brother. I'm not with you, brother. Let's not get it confused here now, Charles. Let's not get it confused now here, Charles. You know what I'm saying? You a cool brother and all. But not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the struggling. Hey, you on the struggling Panther Island, brother. There's a lot of y'all over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, listen, they abandoning Charles right now just because he laid down and confessed his sins yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Tony, then he got us off the couch doing the double take and shit. Like, he started double taking, looking around like, oh. Hey, he knew he fucked up, Tony. God. He knew he fucked up.
Yeah. Hey, that is crazy. Charles,
you gotta go,
it's crazy.
Charles, you got to go page 336 now. 336 ain't gonna like that. I'm letting you know.
Oh, man, ain't gonna like it, brother. Man.
Yeah. Hey, listen, popping the 336. They're already putting his application, going it over it again. You know, he getting a thorough review. Yeah. CJ, what you got, dog? Should special team break ties, or does offensive upside always win?
I think it should be offensive upside, but legitimate offensive upside. I think in this case that his special teams abilities probably outweigh his offensive potential. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
right.
But my thing is this now: if you keep Feleipe, I was trying to bring AJ Dillon into this if they had a spot for him, but Feleipe would be part of the 4. They're gonna keep 4 regardless. So let me just focus on this one. To be honest, like in his case,
God.
I think it's gonna be his special teams ability. I don't think he's a terrible receiver. You know what I mean? And yeah, it would have to be special teams with him because I don't think he's going to see the field that much as far as the tight end spot. So, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hey, not you about to shed tears over there.
What? Yeah, boy, I am crying real tears. You hear me? Hold on. I got a shout out. Will.
Hurt lost souls.
Hey, shout out to Will Tip Drill Robinson, my brother from another, for the PayPal gift. I greatly appreciate it, my guy. Will definitely been down with CJ and I since 2 fans in the stands. He's definitely been a day one rider, so I greatly appreciate you, my support on and off YouTube. All right, definitely appreciate it. But go ahead, CJ.
Oh no, that was it. I was done. Yo, JP comment got me over here hollering.
Boy,
I'm telling you, man, they going in.
He said like Kevin.
Oh my goodness.
Yo.
Oh my God, boy, I tell you, I'm in real tears.
Oh man, I'm dying, man. Wolverine gonna cut.
Oh Jesus. Hey, welcome to Freedom Friday, man, with the morning kickoff with unbiased opinion. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, bring your burdens to the altar. Yeah, that's all you gotta do.
Yo, I'm dying, man. I mean, these comments, man. I'm dying, man. You know what? Yo, I really didn't know. At first I was thinking, I'll make a few comments. And, it's not a big deal. But I guess, the past few weeks, man, I've been on a tangent of Bryce Young hate, man. And
yeah, you really have. You really have. Mm-hmm.
But you gotta remember too, though. I be at work a lot in the morning, so I don't, have that many opportunities to join. But it is extremely slow here today, and Tony will tell you I'm always with the shits. So yeah, you catching the smoke today, dog.
Yeah. But what say you, Charles? Should special teams break the tie, or does offensive upside always win?
You know what? For our team, special teams, and I say that because for whatever reason, man, we haven't had a good return man in years. Like I feel like we haven't had a guy that you can kick it to, you can punt it to, and he can actually possibly get you 10 yards, 15 yards. You know, we haven't had that guy in a long time. And so I feel like if we get
No. We had one. They let him go. Blackshear.
Who?
Raheem Blackshear.
Raheem Blackshear.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I like Blackshear.
Okay, you're right. Blackshear was one of them.
If I'm not mistaken,
outside
that 1 year, he led the league in one of them kickoff or punt returns. One of them.
I think he was like top 2. Yeah.
You're right. Blackshear. I could think back to like maybe like Ted Ginn. But like I feel like if we could have that guy that could be a threat when it comes to punts, when it comes to kicks, then I think it would help out our offense so much more. You know, because the one thing that does stand out that really a lot of people don't realize is when we went 15-1 with Cam Newton, we had like, I think we were ranked number 1 in what was that stat in our starting drives, like started at like the 40-yard line, I think, or like something like that. You know what I mean? And so I feel like if we can get that, oh yeah, we have that can break it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So which tight end helps Bryce Young when the first read is gone? Who do you think that tight end will be that can help Bryce when the first read is gone? CJ, you go first and then Zip.
Okay. As of right now, with everything that has gone on here lately, healthy and up to speed on the offense, Darren Waller.
Okay. All right. Zip, who you got? You on mute if you're talking, Zip. Okay, we'll come back to Zip. Go ahead, Charles. Who you got? What you got? What tight end helps Bryce when the first read is gone?
I mean, naturally, I would say Mitchell Evans because he's had more time to work with Bryce. But the tight end that I want to see be that next option, Darren Waller. All the way.
I agree. I think Darren Waller brings another dimension that we have all talked about in Panther Nation for the past couple of years, for a while now. Honestly, since Greg Olsen left, that we need a true, reliable pass catching tight end. I know CJ and we have been talking about it just as much as we've been talking about needing another corner. We need another pass catching tight end.
Facts.
I know we haven't really utilized the tight ends as much, especially when Dave Canales, his first year in Tampa Bay, he used Cade Otton, but he used Cade Otton because the injuries that was being dealt with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. So he basically became the number 1 option that year. But in today's NFL, because it has morphed back into a pass catching offense, pass catching league, and especially with more teams now running 12 personnel, 13 personnel, when you can have 2 reliable tight ends that are capable of threatening the defense, it makes you that much more explosive. It puts the defense on their heels because they can't pinpoint which direction or which tight end may leak out, for to run a route. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I like Mitchell Evans. I believe he can catch really good. He was just limited with opportunities last year. I would like to see his touches go up more. Tommy Tremble has gotten better when it comes to catches and route running than he was his rookie year coming out of Notre Dame, because he was known more as a run blocking tight end than a pass catching. So yeah, I would like for us to get to that point with Darren Waller. He is a true legitimate 6'6.5", almost 6'7" tight end that got great hands, that can still run, even though he has gotten up there in age. I know a lot has been made about him being 32, getting ready to turn 33, but he doesn't have a lot of miles on his tread. You know what I'm saying? So I like, as long as he has gotten everything together, because he does have a history with certain things, so if he's past that, and if he can stay relatively healthy for us this year, he definitely opens up something in the passing game that we haven't had in a while, since Greg Olsen. So that's what I'm definitely ready to see.
Tony, you talking
Yeah.
about Waller?
Yeah, talking about Dan Waller. Yeah.
Hey, but real talk though, can we really trust somebody that fumbled Kelsey Plum? Like, come on, dog.
I can't. Shout out to Mr. Hunky Dory for the $5 super chat, man. He said, I said good morning, LOL. Mitch Evans still a newborn pup, and he has potential to become more in our offense. We need much more from our tight end. I absolutely, Mr. Hunky Dory, I agree with you 110%. Appreciate the $5 super chat. Thank you for supporting the channel. All right. Go ahead, CJ. You was going to say something? Or you had just throw that in there?
It was something else, but I said that and forgot what my previous comment was. I'm old as hell, so forgive me, y'all. I'll think of it in a second.
My bad. That was my fault, man. I was kind of like reading your mind, man. My bad.
Yeah. B.A. Magneto said none of them cause Bryce doesn't use the tight ends. I'm gonna help bring Charles back with a laughing emoji.
Oh boy.
I know what it was. I know what it was. Hey, Tone, you know what I want to see? Let me tell you, whoever out there at tight end, when we play Tampa Bay, I want them to torch Roseboom ass. My thing is, I want to see how Brad Izzett uses the tight ends in some of these, because I'm not going to sit here and say that every team we face is going to be terrible in pass coverage, especially the linebacker spot, but we are going to face a few of them. So the matchups, my thing is, I think Waller, like I said, if he's healthy, he can be a matchup problem for some of these teams we face. I think Tommy Tremble and Mitchell Evans can be matchup problems, but they got to be put in the right position by our coaching staff. You know what I mean? And Bryce has to be able to get them the ball.
I agree. Hey, Roadmaster said our goal line set going to be nasty with 3 tight ends out there. Hey, I like that. Roadmaster. I definitely like that. I want to see it. You know what I'm saying? We can envision it. We would like to see it. I want the coaching staff to utilize it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Charles, do your thing. You know what the hell they thinking. You know what I'm saying? Do some reverse psychology or something, whatever y'all do with special powers and shit.
Hey, Charles, just do one thing for me, please. Can you go in the Evero's mind and wipe away that parking lot defense that he likes to call? Let me see, erase that shit from his memory, please. Put that thing upside your head and erase it.
Unfortunately, Ejiro Evero has a psychic block. In the form
of Gerald. Go ahead, Charles.
Unfortunately, he has a psychic block.
You good. You good, Zip. Yeah. Go ahead, Charles.
I've been, I don't understand his logic when it comes to his zone coverages and having pressure up front. I feel like it's almost like, look, bro, like if you're not getting pressure up front, and on top of that, you playing a loose zone, you're not pressing wideouts, you're not jamming them at the line, and you're not getting a pass rush. It's like, bro, what do you think is going to happen? You know, and so we got to find a way. They got to find a way somehow, some way to incorporate more of a pass rush and focus more on that, you know, and you to really open up our whole defense, you know, because I feel like you can't do both. You can't not have a pass rush, but then you're playing 10 yards off, 15 yards off, you know, because so many times last year, oh man, I can't believe I'm about to say this. Oh, mercy. I'm about to say it.
Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Go ahead.
Oh, Lord, let me go ahead and say it. So many times last year, we did have leads in games.
We had what?
We had leads.
We had what? Oh, you mean when we were actually up? We were leading? What are you talking about?
Yes, we were up in games, and that defense, just kept keeping teams in games, allowed teams to just nickel and dime us down the field. My whole thing is this: okay, great. We didn't give up 50-yard passes, 60-yard passes, but we're getting nickel and dime down the field. Nickel and dime, 5 yards here.
No, that ain't happening, Charles. Say that ain't true.
Charles has seen the light. This morning when I rose, Charles has seen the light.
That's the thing. It's like you can't. Oh man, y'all got me again, man.
Oh boy, I'm telling you,
again, man.
It's like your spirit. Your spirit is going through a cleansing right now, Charles. It's okay, brother. It's okay.
The Lord said, put them cornerbacks 2 yards off the line of scrimmage, Evero.
I mean, that's the thing, man. It's like Evero got that Magneto on him. Oh man.
Oh god.
Damn.
Oh God, I know my coworkers
laughing
at in there.
Oh my god.
He got it on, man, because a perfect example, the Rams playoff game. I mean,
let him use you.
Bryce actually leads us down the field. Touchdown, we go up. The crowd is going crazy. Coaches are hype. Players are hype. Everything is good.
Hallelujah.
And then literally, as soon as the defense came out on the field, my first thought was, oh, Lord, we about to lose this game because our corners are going to be 10 yards off. And knowing Matthew Stafford and knowing just how smart he is, he's just going to just attack the zone. He's not going to throw no deep, crazy passes. He's not going to do nothing, extraordinary. He's just going to attack the gaps in the zone defense. And that's exactly what he did. He nickel and dimed us down the field and they won. And we can blame Bryce and say, hey, you got to score more points. Sure. But oh Lord, I'm about to say this. Oh my goodness. But at the end of the day, if your defense is being played like that, if I am a quarterback, I'm laughing, because in my head, I'm thinking, man, you know what? Like Jermaine White, I can't read these comments.
I'm saying now, JP, that's how we doing? Okay. Okay. That's how we do? Dang. All right. Hey, real quick, because Kevlar Tom, he made a good comment because me and CJ, we have talked about this before. He said we targeted tight ends around 5 times a game last year. That's league average. And one of the things, I appreciate that comment, Kev Tom. But one thing that me and CJ was talking about was, are we using them to run the right routes? Because I know I heard people a lot say, well, we don't hit the tight ends down the seam. Well, I don't see a lot of pass plays that is routes that are being run by the tight ends down the seam or over the middle. I don't see a lot of that. So is that more of the play calling, that's baked into the play call, what we asking our tight ends to do? I'm just asking because I don't know.
I don't know for sure. I think, and I mean, I'm probably wrong, but like I feel like the biggest issue is that we don't just focus on one tight end. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's like we don't just focus on basically one tight end as our main tight end, and that's who we're going to. It's like when I think about the Carolina Panthers, I think about, okay, if we're going to use a tight end, we're going to use one and just put him on a pedestal and just focus on him. Like our offense, when it ran through Cam Newton, you had a bona fide tight end that you just went to, right? And Greg Olsen. And we just focused on him. And so I feel like trying to pass it to multiple tight ends, I mean, you can do that. But if I'm a receiver, right, I want to be that featured guy, right? I want to get as many touches as possible. And so I feel like I would rather us maybe pass it a lot to Darren Waller and Mitchell Evans, as opposed to trying to spread it out amongst 4 or 5 guys. You ever seen the message?
Right. I'm trying not to laugh, dog. I am trying not to laugh. Mr. Hunky Dory, dog, listen.
Oh, boy.
You can always count on him for pure comedy. If you don't expect nothing else, I promise you can expect Mr. Hunky Dory to come with the comedy, dog.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
These comments have been A1 today, man. I mean, Poppin just he got a funny comment too, man. Poppin just
what I'm saying, if
they called me the juggernaut.
Oh man.
Oh God. I got somebody need to get a picture of Ivero and put a juggernaut head on him or a magneto helmet. I gotta see it, dog. I gotta see it. I know one of y'all wizards out there with the internet that y'all can do that. Yeah.
Hey, say less.
That is too fun.
Hold on. I'm gonna get a Magneto helmet for JP. Yeah. Leave that up there so I can snip that picture later. I'm gonna get a Magneto helmet for JP. I'm gonna get a Juggernaut helmet for Piccolevero. Oh God.
Oh my God. Oh man. Okay.
Yeah, what the hell are we talking about?
I don't know. Listen. Anybody got any last comments, man, before we get out of here?
Hey, my man.
Go ahead, Zip. Go ahead, Zip.
My man Charles just stole the show today. You know what I'm saying? All that. Hey, he had his compass out all day, goddammit, but he stole the show.
Hey, he stole the show, dog. He stole the show. But let me tell you something. He has not made it easy for himself when he go in these other rooms, boy. I'll tell you that. Boy. I know that for sure. Yeah. He has not made it easy. They gonna be on his ass.
I ain't gonna name no names, man, but just say, man, I'm like a dead man walking, man. You know what I'm saying? On certain shows, man, you know, I tried to get on one show, man. They called me out, man, and I was like, okay, well, I need to teleport out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, teleport.
I
man, don't even worry about that. Hey, wherever you go, speak. Hey, speak your truth, dog. Shoot.
Speak truth to power, Charles.
Yeah.
Speak truth to power. Do not let the last 2 days of session
go to waste.
Yeah, go to waste. There you go. Do not let it go to waste, man.
Don't throw it by the wayside.
See, Charles, what you helping people to realize in the chat and in the Panther community is that you can speak truth to power. You can hate Bryce or dislike Bryce as much as you want, and still be truthful about it. See, Charles, you don't know. You helping many other Panther fans that probably felt just like you. They just haven't came and laid on the couch yet. That's all. Their time will come. Don't worry about it. You won't be the only one. You won't be the only one, Charles.
And look, Charles, and even if you snap back to whatever the X-Men universe is coming up in Doomsday, you go back there and Bryce is the devil. You can still come on here and talk about it. We're still welcome you on stage.
Yeah.
Pete,
you have a friend in me. You have a friend in me.
All right, it's officially time to go.
Hey, Tom, bro, you stupid, dog.
Y'all got Tony saying? Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Laughing, man. But see, this is
man.
In my universe, Bryce Young, he is 6'5", 250 pounds.
Damn, 350. Damn.
Damn, 350.
He was a 4'5", 40.
That joker's a tight end.
Yeah.
Shit, but he's a defensive lineman.
Hey, roll master ain't no helping PPP. He gone, dog. He gone. I won't even attempt. Where's the checker said he'll be Andy's friend to the end.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
hey.
Oh,
y'all boys on one this morning, bro.
Y'all let me tell you something.
Oh gosh.
Hey, Freedom Friday has been all that I hope it would be, man. It has definitely been a pleasure. Shout out to everybody that was on the panel today. Cat Daddy, Big Zip, Charles Xavier, Poppin. Who else? I think that was pretty much it. Everybody that's been on the panel. Thank you to everybody that has donated to Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk today. Reality Beats, Will Robinson, Robert Foxworth, Blackout TV, Chris 17227, and Mr. Honky Dory. I greatly appreciate you guys' donations. Thank you for supporting the show. All right. So Feleipe Franks is the versatility test. Tavion Sanders is the development. Tavion Sanders is the development test. Darren Waller is the veteran receiver test. All right. Carolina's tight end decision is not about collecting names. It is all about building an offense that can stay multiple without becoming predictable, and a game day roster that can cover every job. The film has to back up the projection. The production matters and role clarity matters. And on this roster, special teams may decide more than fans realize. If you enjoyed the show, hit the like button on your way out. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, subscribe to Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk. That's youtube.com/@UO Sports Talk is the handle. All right. Share this with other Panther fans, family and friends, even co-workers. And as always, everybody keep the debate respectful. Keep the football facts first. And always, Panther Nation, keep pounding.